again, it's pixelated. Hmm. Fine. I'm also watching to some episode. My bad, my sorry. I was speaking so much. I was just asking how are you all? How was your day? Whether if you guys had your dinner and all. And by the way, Adityan, how are you? Like I haven't seen you in the live yesterday. Hope everything is fine at your end. I hope I'm audible now. Is my voice clear? Hi AJ. Good evening. What's up? I was watching some other episode. Cool. Thank you. Yes, we all are fine. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. I had a typical, like a normal work day. So I'm all good and thank you so much for asking. And what else? What special you had for dinner? Nothing much, just getting to bed. How about you? Same here. I thought of doing live early in the morning, but then that was not possible. I did another live also just before joining on to Popeye because I was doing through OBS. So I thought like let me just do it onto the portrait mode. So I'm here now. How what the topic today? If you're watching Big Boss now, yeah, I'm just watching. I do watch live, but since since few days I'm not feeling like watching it. But then there was one specific task what these people were playing, so I wanted to see like who won it and all of that. So yeah, on the other end, I was just watching that show. And what topic today? You guys have to tell me. Today, you guys choose a topic so as on what we are going to discuss, debate, and all of that. And I'm up for anything. Um, Yeah, we were just discussing in our previous live about some educations wherein Nandini is giving her exams now. So yeah, that like how would be the exam preparation? What's the best approach to write exams properly, or what's the best approach to streamline your schedule is something that we have just discussed. So yeah, no food, please. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday we were done with lot of what we call different iconic dishes. I would say like I'll tell you what all I remember out of yesterday's conversation. Okay, just a recap. Uh, so the first thing was, I don't know like the line wise, but I'll tell you the items what I remember. So first has to be like dum chicken biryani with paya, then egg dosa, then chicken keema dosa, then what else like kodi kura chittigare and natu kodi chicken plus ragi sangati. Yeah. So yes, yesterday we had good fun food talk. Give options, we will select. Okay, first thing has to be like something about education will be our first topic. Second thing is about our career. Third thing about like life. Next, friends, relationships, parents, well-being, mental health. There are too much to discuss, right? So you choose among what we are going to discuss about today. How about places in India and foreign countries? Yeah, yes, cool. I am like very bad in that, guys. You won't believe me that I have just been to only few places in Hyderabad so far, though I'm born and brought up here. And but then I have been to Goa, so I know much about Goa. I can help you with good itinerary also if you're planning for it. Though I've been there for like 7 days. It was a solo trip that I went for. So yeah, let's discuss about it. Human relationships are also fine. Yes, good. Yeah, so we'll go with places, then we'll go with human relationships, then we'll talk about mental health. So or else you guys decide and let me know what are the topics that we are going to discuss today. Okay, and let me just do a random poll also. Done. Cool. So what is the topic that we are going to discuss? First thing, let's start with human relationships, or what's the first thing that we are going to discuss? What what and in the meantime, how was your day today? In the previous stream that I did, I think Incre Gamer was saying like he had some worse day. So I thought of getting to know about it more, but then I had to end that stream and I am joining here. So even if Incre Gamer is a part of this stream, I think we will know more about how was his day and why he considers it to be like not so good. Human relationships, and the next one has to be like mental health. Okay. Begin with today. Right. I've just sent in the poll. Okay, relationship is the first one. I visited most of the places in India and abroad places. Okay, which places you have been in abroad, like the foreign countries where you have been to? I have never been to any foreign country. Even in India, I have never been to any other state apart from Bangalore, Goa, Hyderabad. That's it. And AP also, I've been there to AP on the occasion of one of my best friend's wedding. So that's how I've been there. Check in stadium. Sure, I'll check that. I have visited most of the places. Okay, so 3 polls so far. Human relationships is on top. Okay, I'll just give it another minute. Like let's close this around like 10:25 and let's just start. And for me to begin, you guys tell me like how you want me to start with. Like what would you guys be interested in knowing about like human relationships, or are you looking at those everything in whole, or any specific topics about human relationships that you would like to know for me to begin with? Okay, so I think human relationships is going to be the talk of the town and the talk of our like this can be a typical podcast also. So mental health is at 25%, 80% human relationships, and 20% is at mental health. Okay, we'll cover one by one. I seen as them as friend. Okay, got it. Australia, England, Scotland, Malaysia, Singapore. Oh, that's nice, man. Very good. Maybe see, just in the case if I'm doing any kind of live streams, going further, which discusses about like traveling abroad and all of that, I'll include you. Okay, so just be part of that live stream throughout to share some insights from your end also, so as what are the different things that you have to keep a check on, like how you are going to behave in the foreign country, what are the things that you should be following as a protocol and all of that. I think that's going to be interesting. Cool, done. Thank you, AJ. Like I'll call you AJ hereafter. Okay. Cool. So human relationships, I think. Okay, let's start with human relationships. I'm cheap, so I Damn it, guys, I was speaking on mute. Ayyo Rama. Shush, 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 shush. Oh, all right, wait. Okay, cool. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry for bearing with me. You know, there are all these kind of cringe things that happen with me. I'm so sorry. I spoke so much. Lol. Oh. Okay, cool. Okay, these antique things only happen in this channel's life, but you know, keeping it as raw as possible. I don't know, there was a mute. I just heard someone. I just saw the text of Nandini just pinging me, Akka mute undi ani. So you guys have been texting the same all this while. Yo, even through emojis, people were like sending it. So sorry, guys. My bad. But I'll start it. Okay. Oh, I spoke so much, guys. I don't know how bad it would sound for you guys that I'm expressing so much and you guys are unable to hear anything from me at the cost of being on mute. But fine, okay? I'm gonna say it. Madam, no voice. I'm so sorry, okay? Wait, we'll start it from here. For some reason, I'm unable to see chat onto this thing. 1 minute. But I'll summarize everything what I said, okay? It's gonna be like interesting thing. Firstly, let me just acknowledge the pings of the people whoever has, you know, tried correcting me in terms of letting me know that I'm on mute. So where are you guys? No voice, sorry. I studied in Australia. My mom is from Malaysia and I'm from India. Good. No voice, no voice. Yo, at least one thing also I haven't seen where it was mentioned like I'm on mute. So my bad. Even I messaged you on Insta. I just got a notification. Story completed. No, it's not completed. I spoke so much, yeah. Now I have to again rephrase it. Okay, fine. We heard nothing. You heard nothing. So bad of me. Poor thing. Now you have to repeat all over again. Yeah, I think that has to be like the biggest thing. Forget, you know, during my initial days when I used to do coding also, this feels like there's a comma that you have added because of which your complete code has to crash. So there's a mute, my complete, you know, paragraph or statements or everything has just crashed in a single thing. At least I would have got one notification here which just said like I was on mute. Okay, all right. Now this becomes another absurd thing, but I'll keep my eyes onto this mic icon from hereafter, because there have been number of instances where I was just placing it on mute and I was speaking. So yeah, starting from I don't know. Okay, got it. Where were we? Yes. So talking about the human relationships, I don't know why this feel awkward, but yeah. So first thing is, I think some people are, guys, I got it. I have unmuted myself. I hope this will be fine now. Okay, cool. So even the poll says the same thing. Human relationships is again at 64%, even after me speaking so much and with a blunder mistake of keeping myself on mute. Still human relationships are at 64%. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the topic of human relationships on the first end. So the first thing is like, how do we consider someone to be like friends when they cheat on us? Okay, so I'll take you guys through one of the incident what I have seen, and even before I start with that, I'll tell you one thing. Human relationship, the concept of human relationships itself is very sensitive part. Okay, because you know, no one, like none of us really get into any kind of a relationship with an intention to be cheated on, right? We all want a relationship to be working out, even if it's like friends, colleagues, or whatever it is, to just give that peace of mind, to just let go of few things, to just consider them to be a phase wherein you just reflect back onto yourself and all of that. But somehow, you know, whatever friendships that we choose at different stages of our life teaches us something, and it's not just limited to relationships. Everything in life teaches you something at the end of the day. But as long as it doesn't impact your peace of mind, as long as that doesn't impact you as a person, I think everything can be taken into learning. But I'll talk about one incident. Maybe you guys are aware about it if you have read any such article. Also, this is something that I have read in the recent time. When I say recent time, probably 2 to 3 months back. Okay, so there were these people, a group of friends who were basically from Hyderabad itself, Hyderabad or Andhra Pradesh. I'm not sure. I think it's from AP itself. So one of the friend, he was working in a corporate for an MNC, a regular IT guy, and with his along with his friends, these people thought of starting the stock market trading and all of that. So the other friends didn't have much of the capital, so this person, the friend who got cheated, he grabbed the capital from other people, maybe onto the interest obviously, and then these people and has again invested his amount into trading, and they lost everything. So now the people, whoever has lended him the money, when they were calling, when they were troubling, when they were giving him backlash of, you're going to return this much amount and this is going to be your interest because you have been not paying or you have not been on your word for this long. So at that point of time, this person recorded a video of letting his friends know, like, this is not something that I have expected out of you guys. Even when you didn't had anything with you, I have helped you with so much of the thing, and at the end you guys have backstabbed me. Because of you guys, I'm just committing this thing. So the reason why I'm mentioning this thing here when I talk about human relationships is the impact is gonna be like that strong. Not everyone here are bestowed with so much of mental capability as much as we have to, because that comes up with childhood traumas. For a person who have went through all of that phases, even when they reaches the adulthood and they start getting these backstabs from their friends and all of that, it will definitely impact their mental health, and those people will not be able to think about life in a good way. So what I'm trying to tell you is, as long as you try to give that priority of your life to someone else, like a friend, probably it's always you risking yourself, because you should always consider your friends to be someone like a backup plan in your life, not like your complete life plan, right? There have to be some scenarios, let's say there's a girl next to me and she just talks good to me and everything is fine, but in the back end she just goes and she just does the regular stuff of backbiting and all of that. My gut feeling, every one of us has that gut feeling, so as like how we think about a person. So think about that gut feeling rather than going up or believing in the words of your friends, because not everyone here are with as pure intentions as you expect them to be, and expectations are the worst. Relationships tend to play a foul play with you when you expect, because let's say I have so and so expectations on a person, let's say a friend. Now he doesn't reach to that expectation or she doesn't reach to that expectation. What happens is, like, you know you will let your confidence down, and then you start being there for them, and they are like too much off to the other things, and there's a self-doubt always. Why do I have to invest so much about myself to them? Like, whenever they are going to the rough day, I'm there, and can't they be for me, and all of that questionings come. So it's very bad to be there. So I would always prefer you guys to just consider your parents to be your friends. Discuss, no matter how difficult it is, just give that place to your parents and see, you will have your best friend who can vouch for you in this entire world. So for me also, out of my personal experiences, I have always considered my mom to my best as my best friend. There's not even like a single story that is not known to her, and that is how I have been safe, I have been all fine throughout the years. That even today, there are number of days where I just wake up early in the morning, or all of the sudden there's a meeting that I have to attend, and I'll simply say like, mommy, in my home. So consider your friends to be your parents. Discuss with them, they'll be happy, you will be happy, and all your secrets will be your secrets, and all your troubles will be they'll be able to give you some ideas, or they'll be able to encourage you in a way more than a friend could do. And I'm not saying like friends are not good, it all depends on how you're able to tackle. As long as you know that you have the mental capability that a friend cheating on you cannot ruin you as a person, go for it. But then when like, I'm very much sensitive, I get impacted with even a little thing that happens, and friend cheating on me is a big thing. It's a big no. Don't try to give that kind of an importance to any person just like that. Okay, believe your gut feeling more than you believe your friends. So that is all about one kind of a answer that I'll give you, Adityan. Okay, so never ever trust friends. No one here, like there will be like very rare people who actually think for the betterment of other people, and there are remaining, all that remaining chunk of people are always about themselves. So don't fall a prey. Think about your life, how far you have come and how many people you have seen. Learn something, but don't take it so personal. Your friendship should not be your personal things, okay? As long as you don't get a good friend who can vouch on you or who is there, you'll know it. When you know it, trust them. When you are not sure even by one person, don't trust them. And another important thing that I would like to discuss onto the same topic, and now that I have completed, let me just read few comments of yours, and then I'll go and I'll read it, okay? ఓకే మెసేజ్ చూడరు అనుకున్నాక ఐ సా ఓన్లీ యువర్ మెసేజ్ రా నందిని, థ్యాంక్ యూ. ఇక్కడ చాలా చాట్స్ వచ్చినాయి మ్యూట్ అని కూడా, బట్ దెన్ కిషోర్ గారు అయితే ఇలాంటి ఒక ఎమోజీ పెట్టిండ్రు, బట్ ఐ హ్యావెంట్ సీన్ ఇట్ బికాస్ ఇట్స్ జస్ట్ పోల్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ఈస్ taking half of the space. So thank you Nandini. What do you think is very important in a relationship? I'll answer that. Don't expect or don't keep expectations, then relationship will always be peace. Same point what I have said. Kishore, very true. And then trust is very important in any relationship. Always trust the gut. Same thing what I have said. Expectations on anyone or anything, absolutely right. That's why I have very less friends. Good. And hi, thank you so much for golden words sis. Thank you. Me too. In fact, I have no friends. Correct. Now we'll talk about whether we have to have friends or no, and I want you guys to be like playing bit smart here, okay? Now the thing is, I'll tell you out of my personal experiences. For me, I'm very close to my mom. There's nothing that I don't discuss about. Even if there's a guy who comes and proposes me, I just tell my mom, mommy, I got this proposal, then what do you want me to do? Then mama says like no. And I've been on that word sticking throughout. My friends know me that I cannot go beyond a word from my mom, and my mom is always someone who have been there for me. And I'll tell you, friends are really important in your life, guys. Okay, I'll tell you a scenario wherein, if you guys know, I come from a BCom finance background. I don't know much about coding. Now what is the work that I do is just handle the teams who work on Python, SQL and all of that. So for me it's not easy for me to scale on to the teams or go on that client calls. So I would be like so much burdened with work. I would get new projects. When there are new projects, I have to go on hirings. I would hire 200 people, and I would not even find one person being confident so that I can bring in my team and get the work done. So during that clumsy times now, I used to tell my mom, ki mommy, like why these people give so much of work to me? I cannot handle all of these things. I used to get out of that thing, or maybe in stress I would tell it to my mom, and my mom would tell me only one thing: people give you work because they trust you, because that work is safe in your hands. You have to think it that way, is what my mom said. And the moment I hear it from her, I feel like okay, chalo, I am again energized to do the work, and I would not complain throughout days, and that would motivate me. So the reason why I'm saying this is because trust is very important, and you don't have to expect or give away all of your facts to your friends, because as long as there is trust, there are things that work like a miracle. But are you ready to trust someone so easily is the question what you have to question yourself. Like, because trust go beyond your words. Sometimes you can say like, okay Madhu, fine, I can trust her, but what if there is some other way to it, right? So never ever trust people that easily, and trust is the thing that can make or break things, and as much as it makes things, it breaks many things. So trust only those people whom you can just keep your complete heart onto it and then do it. Else no. I think that would be like biggest problematic situation when you trust too much also. So trust only to that limited barriers. Keep borders to yourself, so as like, this is my line, I'm gonna play only in this line, and I'm not gonna jump off my line. So as long as you keep that barriers between your friends, I think everything will be fine. In fact, now I'm talking about the another thing. In fact, I have no friends. So the thing is, having friends is a very good what we call is a very positive impact in your life, guys. Okay, I'll not tell ki don't have friends, because I used to never consider friends as a part of my life. But after my mom, there have been people who got me better, and it's only because of my friends. even if you see me on Instagram, I don't follow back to many people. Like, the bestest best friends also, they just know ki, my mom's health condition was known to them only when they heard about my mom, not prior. That means there's not even a single person to whom I have discussed about the health condition, or about anything, because I'm such sort of a person where I don't express myself to people outside, right? So I've always been with myself, and I had the best friend, my mom, whom I would go run, rush, and get things sorted out and all of that. But I'll tell you one thing. Lately, I have learned like having good friends in your life is a great thing that you guys can have, because friends are someone who can bring in the best out of you. But choice of having those friends is really important. For a person who knows you in and out, they'll think twice to cheat on you, they'll think twice to play like foul with you and all of that. So you should be able to choose them, and even if you have one friend, of a qualitative friend who is always there with all their heart, I think you will win the game. So have friends. When I say like I cannot trust friends, just keep friends, have that friend circle. Don't trust on them, don't overshare yourself with them, or don't try to give so much of priority to their opinions. And still you can have good friendships in your life, okay, as long as you are safe about your own boundaries. Like I said, like put a boundary to yourself that only these are the things that I'm gonna share with my friend, these are the things I'm never gonna share, these are the only things where I'm not gonna cross my line. And I'll tell you about a thing as well. uh, Okay, thank you so much for the golden words. Says, in fact, I have no friends. Which topic going on here? The topic is all about human relationships. Okay, okay, good to go. Sorry, bye. Yeah, no problem. Good night, AJ. Is really all are get a nice mom like you? Then what the way? Yes, like my mom is like I cannot imagine that I could be this wise at life without my mom. So all whatever I am, it's only because of her, and of course my dad. But my upbringing has been more by my mom. So I'll quote that to her, which even my dad agrees to. So human relationships. Now I'll talk about another thing about trusting. Now I am not sure about girls friendship, but I'll talk something about the boys friendship. I am not sure whether it goes or whatever it is, right? So when, as we are talking about human relationships, as we are talking about trust, as we are talking about like expectations and all of that, let me tell you where every human relationships get bad. Unfortunately, it should not be the situation, but this is the situation where things go wrong in a relationship. No matter, even if it's your friend, even if it's your relative, even if it's your neighbor, or even if it's any other person. Let's say there are two friends who have been in friendship for like a good time. They share a good bond with each other. One of the friend was in need of the money, and the other friend just says like, okay, take my money and just return it whenever you can. And they have given the money to the other person, right? Now it's been 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years down the lane, and the other person is not returning the money. And it's not because the other person is a cheater and he doesn't want to return the money. Maybe his financial situations, or the humbleness in him is not letting him prioritize giving back the money to his friend, right? Here the problem is not in any one of them, right? The problem is in that person, that he is unable to adjust the money to be returned back to him. And the problem is with this person, where he is unable to take a stand to get the money back. Or neither, he can just leave the money just like that. Acha, forget about the money, I'll think like I gave it on the friendly way, you won't have to return it. This thing also cannot happen, because of course that's a hard earned money for himself also. So as long as, and trust me how it goes, okay, the other person thinks, Are, why is he back of my life? He knows everything about me, he knows that my condition is not such that I can return the money. Again, he's being back of me, asking for the money. This person will think, Are, I have given the money to him when he was in need. Now when I'm asking my money back, he's just making me revolve around the same circle. He's just beating around the bushes and not giving me the money and all of that. So do you think there will be a confidence, or there will be the same relationship that will be continued on both the sides after going through this? No, right? So the reason why I'm saying this is money is also an important thing which will end many human relationships just like that. So I'll tell you one thing, don't take money from your best friend or friend when you're not sure that you're going to return that money, because it's going to ruin the friendship. Okay. And also to the other person, don't lend the money to your friend if you're not sure that he will come to a place where he will return the money, and you have the capacity to wait until he's stable enough to return you the money. As long as you don't fit into these two conditions, don't bring in money in your friendships. That's the thing what I'll say. Okay, so that is all about money, friendship, trust and expectation, what we have discussed. Now any other new things that you would like to ask about human relationships? If there's anything else, just let me know. I have okay, what topic going on here again is the same thing, Vicky. We are talking about human relationships in the first end, and yeah, I'm nice. Oh sorry sis, I had phone call. What topic is going on? The same thing, Vicky. Thank you, Adityan. Hope I was able to make some sense, and I spoke so much on mute, but I think when I was unmute and I spoke, I think it was all worth it. So yeah, thank you. And any other thing, so I'll summarize, and guys, whoever are new to this channel and watching me for the first time, so please do consider subscribing and help me in this journey to help you guys, to help each others basically. All right, and what else, Adityan? I got it. Hi Mahesh. Hi Akka, I'm back again. Nandini, you're not going to sleep, right? Any doubts clarify అయిపోయినాయా? Have you got your doubts clarified? Confusion, money will spoil in whatever the relationship. Absolutely, yes. Not in every relationship, I would say. Every relationship, not for sure, but friendships are something that will take it to an end zone also. So you can leave few things just because of few reasons. You cannot fight with your siblings to give the money back or all of that, just in the case if the upbringing was right, if you have few values in yourself. But obviously we earn the money, we do all the hard work to get the money, and we don't want to give it to in the hands of friends just like that, right? So I think that's where the problem arises. So be more mindful when you are handing over your money to your friend. I understand, we all are humans, we all have to help each other, but then just be mindful also that what's the risk that you're going to take. And you'll obviously know it, guys. When you guys are friends, what's the capability of the other person, like what's the situation of the other person. I'm just talking about the whole of a context wherein people who don't earn the money yet, like students, basically the college going students, they don't earn the money yet. They just trouble their parents to give them the money, and they give that money of their parents to a friend who doesn't even return it back. And there are some people who just go through this online sites of money lending, and they just take loans and they just give it to their friends. And when the friends don't return their money back as promised, the interest just piles up, and these people will not have resources, and they just take some extreme steps to life. So I think just be cautious with your money, be cautious with your emotions, because at the end of the day it's just gonna be you. So have that priority set for yourself, only for your well-being, only for your mental health. As long as you are able to understand relations in a better way, as long as you have that capability to take relationships in a better way, just understand like your mental health is absolutely fine, right? Because it's again related. Human relationships mess up a lot of mental health, almost like many issues where people go through this treatments like mental health and all of that. I think it's majorly because of human relationships and the bonds, the connections, because it will ruin you as a person. And I'm just being as frank as I can, so just be mindful of it. All right, how long the live will grow, sis? I think I'll be here as long as you guys are not bored of me, so I'll be here. I'm not sure of the timing, but yeah, have so much of energy to speak. I don't know, but I think I'm a public speaker. Like I speak so much, just going on. But sometimes I speak on mute also. That's a different story to debate. But yeah, right. Yes, Kishore garu inka. I think like how is the work at your end? I hope everything is good. I haven't seen you joining live since a couple of days now. I hope everything is good. Almost preparation completed, Akka. Very good, Nandini. Nice. I think you can do StreamYard live so that people can share their opinions who had interest. It will help. Yes, absolutely, Mahesh. Thank you for adding that idea. So I was also discussing with the people here also that I would like to do, and it's not related to StreamYard. I don't know. I installed that app, but it didn't felt that much. Fine for me. But then even on OBS studio, I can invite people, like I can invite people to this live even now. So you guys decide the day and you guys just ping me on Instagram or whatever is fine. Let's do live together so that it's not only me showing my face and talking to you. I would also love to interact with you guys more on an open platform where 3 of us, 4 of us, 5 of us discuss, debate, and it's gonna be like much healthy conversation for people to listen, and it's always interesting, right? So you guys tell me when do you want, when shall we do that? I think you can just ping me on Instagram also, because on YouTube there is no such communication apart from chats and comments. So just feel free to ping me over Instagram letting me know about your consent. Then we'll fix a topic and then we'll do a live stream together. Okay, so thank you for the idea also, but however that's already in work in progress, so I'm just waiting for few people to just let me know so that I can start adding them. Even one person is also fine, 2%, 3%, let's do it as a group, or maybe I'm all up for it. And Anand 287 says, one of my ex-friend, she plays strategic role that she know me as low to society for getting high to her. That she shown me as low to society for getting high to her. She shown all her things by putting extra masala. Okay. Hi madam, namaste ji, after Friday. Okay akka, sorry. Okay, so Nandini is saying like she is after Friday because she has some exams at this point of time. So after Friday, that means probably on weekends like this Saturday or Sunday, let's do a virtual meet and greet, and we'll also discuss about some topics. Okay, so I think Saturday and Sunday lives are gonna be like we all interacting. I think that's a good space for you guys also, right? So we'll do that. Hi Ashraf, sister-in spends a lot of money to my friends and make happy and good memories, and it's right or not in my POV, it's wrong. Your thoughts? Okay. Nandini, your Yochita is here. Hi Yochita. I think Nandini was just checking on you. She was just asking why Yochita isn't joining, and I think she's happy now to see you back. And good, how are you? Hello, hi Afroz, how are you? Voice of Chandrapur, namaste. It's me Nandini, akka Yochita ochindi. Chusna ఎంత excitement. Okay, fine. So I have 2 questions now. I'll answer one of them. So Anand 287 says, hi Anand, one of my ex-friends, she plays strategic role that she has shown me as low to the society for getting high to her. She has shown all her things by putting extra masala. See, that is what I was telling also. Ex-friend, so she's your friend, right? Now the thing is, you have to be very much careful when you're choosing friends, because there are only few people who just think about all good and all nice about you, and that you can vouch is only from your parents. Don't expect anything from your friend, no matter how much you know about them. Believe in your gut feeling. And I'm sure if she was there with you for a long time, and she was portraying different things to her friends, maybe by adding maybe by showing you bit low onto the side, by boosting herself being there are people like that, and there are like worst people in the world that you cannot even imagine of how they play with people. So you have to be careful onto these things, you have to be mindful. So just understand, like as long as you don't expect anything from any person, as long as you don't give away a part of yourself to other people, you will be in that safe zone. So trust only those people whom you think can never go a word beyond you. And even to understand like, okay, Madhu, I was friend with this person for 1 year, I think like I can trust her and all of that. No, just because you are friends with them for 10 years, 6 years, that doesn't define like they are going to stay the same and they are not going to change. A person can change, anything can change in a minute. So as people, so just question yourself, am I ready, or is my mental capability so strong that I can withhold even if there is a cheating that happens in this friendship? Only then go for it. As long as you are not sure ki no, if she cheats on me, then I will not, then I cannot come back stronger out of it, then please be mindful of your friendships and don't give away part of yourself to anyone just like that. Okay, await good people. There are a lot of good people in your life, in the world, so just wait for them, connect with them as naturally as it happens, and then see how life turns out. Okay, so that's my advice to Anand. And now I think I'm missing on to few chats like yesterday. Hi Rajendra Rajan, hi madam, namaste ji Chennai. Hi, namaste. I think Chennai को मैं वनक्कम बोलूँगी. Hi Rajendra and Rajan, vanakkam. It's me after Friday akka. Okay, done. I think I missed that chat. So guys, whoever are new to this channel, you're watching me Madhu. We discuss about life, education, career development, personal well-being, as well as mental health and all of that. Some interesting topics to debate and discuss about. So if this has interested you, please do consider subscribing to the channel, and that would help me a long way. So thank you. అండ్ నౌ మూవింగ్ ఆన్. యోచిత వచ్చింది, నేను గోయింగ్ అక్క, మళ్ళీ ఎగ్జామ్ ప్రిపరేషన్ స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి. నువ్వు ఇట్లాంటి బ్రేక్స్ ఇవ్వకు. లైక్ పోకిరి మూవీలో ఒకటి ఉంటుంది కదా, లైక్ హీరోయిన్ వెళ్తే ఇది మన కాచిగూడ చెక్ పోస్ట్, ఇన్నిసార్లు కటింగ్ ఇవ్వకు. ఐ సే ద సేమ్ డైలాగ్ టు యూ, గో అండ్ స్టడీ. ఓకే, ఐ నో ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు కొంచెం మనం అటు ఇటు అటు ఉంటాం, బట్ దెన్ యూనో సెటిల్ ఇన్ nicely, chill undu, mancha paduko. Rest is important for you, so just go back and rest. Okay, after Friday I'll see another side of Nandini. So for now, take some break and please have ample amount of sleep, Nandini. Yochita is here, Yochita will be here. Okay, నాకు మిట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, and I think I have missed one of the question. Wait, I think Vicky has asked, sister spends lot of money to my friends and make happy and good memories, and it's not right. Not in my point of view, it's wrong. Your thoughts? Okay, I'll tell you one thing. Let's say you have a sister and she spends a lot of money. So as a brother, it's your own responsibility to let your sister know that what is right and what's wrong for her. At the same point of time, you should know to which extent you can just let her know that whatever she's doing is good or bad. Okay, now let's say you should always be able to tell, and you know, as it deals with where you're saying like she spends a lot of money, I'll tell you, like whenever, even when you're with your friends, or even when you're you know, giving this advice to your sisters or family members or friends or colleagues or whomever it is, when there are friends and they just go out for some party, event, food, dining, whatever it is, have this healthy practice of splitting the bill so that the bill doesn't fall onto one's head. Okay, so that is how you can just tell your sister, like, why are you spending so much of money on your friends? Why don't you guys split the bill? Why don't you pay half of the bill? Why don't you let the other people pay half of the bill? Because as long as you will be that giver, people will be happy to receive it. So there's no such point, right? So just say this to her, let her, you know, listen to her what she's saying. Maybe, you know, this is for the first time, like when you saw her, that was the first time, or that was one such time where she has spent, but maximum times it's like a split thing that happens, or even their friends are also very much invested into her and all of that. So, you know, imposing our thoughts. Let's say at this point of time I'm feeling like this is wrong, and I simply go and say like, Madhu, whatever you're saying is wrong, is not right. You have to understand like different situations to it and try to come through a conclusion, and that's when you can just give the advice. And I'm sure people will be ready to take your advices as long as it's sensible, it's logical, and it's also good for them, right? So your way of saying is something that matters a lot, and your way of saying matters a lot when it's your sibling out there, because for us we take each other for granted, right? Like we'll always have that kind of a thing because they have seen our journey. Like when you have cried, I'm sure your sister must have seen. When you have struggled, I'm sure your sister must have seen, because we all grew up together. So in that situations, people will take it like, why are you telling me? Should I listen when you are saying me? Like, why don't you look at yourself? All these kind of questionings will come, which will hurt the ego of each others. So rather than being like that, just be like a friend, explain her the situation, and I'm sure. But don't just think like just because it's wrong for you, it's wrong for her. It cannot be like that. Just listen, tell your points, let her speak, try to come to that bottle point, and then I'm sure like your sister will be happy to listen to you. Okay, so that's my 2 cents on to that. And now Tinnava sister, yes, Afros Tinnanu Tinnava. And I hope you are having your medicines also timely. హాయ్ కిషోర్ యోచితకి, యోచిత వచ్చింది, నేను గోయింగ్ అక్క, ఇది నేను చదివేసిన. హాయ్ యోచిత. అరే నేను వస్తే వెళ్ళడం ఎందుకు? ఓకే, నాకు మిత్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకే, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ 11కి వెళ్దాం అనుకున్నా, నువ్వు హాయ్ అని చేసావు, మళ్ళీ ఆగిన. అబ్బబ్బబ్బబ్బా, ఎంత మంచి ఫ్రెండ్షిప్, అసలు ఎంత క్యూట్. అసలు యోచిత అండ్ నందిని బెస్ట్ ఫ్రెండ్ గ్యాంగ్ ఇక్కడ. గుడ్, ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ టు సీ దట్. గుడ్ ఫ్రెండ్షిప్స్ గ్రోయింగ్, హ్యాపీ. Okay, now sharing business profit secrets to friend is healthy for business or not? Okay, good question. Sharing your business profits. Okay, I'll tell you one thing, guys. Like there's always this saying, right? When you have a business plan, just keep it to yourself. Or I'll tell you one thing. There will be like n number of business that will be running if we just think like business or partnership works best between friends. Like I can have 3-4 business of my own, you can have 5-6 business of your own, depending upon your friendship, depending upon your gang, depending upon your collaboration. The reasons is like out of 100%, let's say there are some 100 businesses that are set out of friendship, there are only like 20%, 15% of businesses that just go hit on hit. Remaining like 80% or 75% to the max are always the failure businesses, right? Because you have to understand this thing. Like I have again said, you ideas are also important. But let's say I'm coming up with a partnership with you. I have lot of thoughts. I'm like that completely invested person. I want to do everything on my own, and I have lot of ideas. I'm thinking about this business to be growing up to a huge extent. At the same point of time, I see you not so invested into the business. You don't contribute too much. You feel like you are the business owner and I don't have to do anything. Let my friend do it for me and all of that. The clashes start from here. From here it touches ego, and from here ego touches your own personal relationships and all of that. And on top of that, let's say I'm giving an idea to you. Okay, it's not like the other person will take your idea also, because they are not just friends from the time you have started the business. They have seen you in your immature days of your life also. So they don't trust with whatever idea that you tell them. Let's say if you have already set a partnership, they'll simply say like, oh no, what idea you are saying, this will not work. And you will be demotivated there, thinking ki why the idea doesn't work and all of that. That's where the clashes happen. Now let's say you have not set up the business, but you're discussing this with your friend. Fine, you can discuss it, but don't go in depth. Like I said, have the barriers for yourself. Like you can just say, Are mama, I'm thinking about setting up a food business, right? This one is fine. They'll think like, okay, you have one business idea which you are probably working on, but don't tell them your strategy. Because many times what happens is people learn, people pass on, and whoever has that potential to do it, if they like your idea, they are the first one to act on it. So at the end of the day, they'll set up the business, everything will be fine, and you will be like, अरे ये तो मेरा idea था, मैंने कुछ करा ही नहीं. So it's always like that. So always have the barriers of what you're going to discuss, what you're not going to discuss, and keep it to yourself. Okay, that's my answer to that. Next, okay, all the best for your exam, says Yochita. Sharon, no one is touch your emotions unless you give permission, is right. Yes, no one can touch your emotions, no one can poke your emotions as long as you don't show your emotional side to people. So be mindful of whom you can show your emotions to, of whom you can be the real you. When I say real you, just be as genuine as you are. It's like, I'm just showing this part of me which is known to you. I'm not showing the other part of me where I'm crying, where I'm weeping, where I'm having sleeping pills and all of that. That part of me is something that you can keep it to yourself, okay? So I think because little things triggers a lot, and when it comes from a friend whom you trust, I think that becomes like a bit uncomfortable also, because many times I'll tell you this thing also. In my situation, I'm talking like, I'm saying like I was like friend to my mom, I considered my mom to my best friend. Absolutely fine. For me, that bond has been there since I was a child, so that bond has worked for me. For you guys, maybe you don't have that kind of a connect with your parents because of whatsoever the reason is. So you cannot share whatever you feel to your siblings, or you cannot share whatever you feel with your parents, maybe because it was not that since the childhood. Now you cannot change all of the sudden also. So have some kind of friends maybe outside where you can let them know, wherein they can let you know. But emotional space, don't give it to anyone if you're not sure. Like, if your gut feeling doesn't say like, okay, I can be like complete with him or her and they are not going to mess with me. So as long as you have that, and also at this point of time when you're trusting and when you're giving that emotional side of yourself to someone, just question yourself that, am I ready, or can I handle myself? Let's say if the person takes a chance of it tomorrow, am I ready to handle myself? As long as you say yes, I can, like I can leave everything and I can be happy by all myself, even if there's a cheating or anything that happens, I'll just learn a lesson and that's it. If you have this kind of a strength in you, then please go and show your emotional sides, show all of your sides, okay? And but then just be cautious and mindful. That's my answer, Sharon. I hope it made sense to you. And then thank you, Novayer, A branch, okay? Abhinaya. Hi, Abhinaya. Abhinaya, na cold wala tagipoyindi. I don't have any cold. And thank you for your advice yesterday. Kishore, college life is the best life. Enjoy, guys. Right? So, college life. That's the reason I keep saying Nandini also, like Nandini ki prati roz ne chepta, chill undu, enjoy jay, easy ga isko. This phase is not gonna come another time for you. So make as much friends as you can while you're in your college life, but just be mindful. Just question yourself. రేపేమన్నైతే నన్ను నేను లైక్ క్యాన్ ఐ హ్యాండిల్ మై సెల్ఫ్, నేను అంత ఎక్కువ ఆలోచించకుండా నేను మంచిగా హ్యాపీగా ఉండగలుగుతానా, మనిషి ఉన్నా లేకున్నా అని. ఉండగలుగుతా, ఏం కాదు, ఐ విల్ లెర్న్, ఐ విల్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ స్ట్రాంగర్ అన్నప్పుడు ప్లీజ్ గో ఫర్ ఇట్. వెన్ యూ నో లైక్, అరే నేను ఉండలేను, నాకు కొంచెం చిన్నదానికి హర్ట్ అయిపోతుంది అండ్ ఇంత పెద్ద చీటింగ్ అయిపోయింది, నేను హ్యాండిల్ చేయలేకపోతా అన్నప్పుడు ప్లీజ్ టేక్ కేర్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్, ఆల్ బై యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. అండ్ దెన్ అక్క డిన్నర్ తర్వాత కంటిన్యూస్గా చేసా ప్రాక్టీస్. వెరీ గుడ్ రా, వెరీ నైస్. మీరు like when you guys are discussing about your exams and telling me the strategies, telling me your schedule, telling me about all of these things, I'm feeling very cute, guys. I feel like I'm writing the exam on your behalf. Oh, it's very cute. Thank you for letting me know. You forgot what we spoken yesterday. What did I forget? I didn't forget anything. Just remind me, because I'm just like half brain here and there. So just let me know, Umar. And moving on to Vicky. Vicky is asking another thing. Sister, background music is distracting the focus from the conversation. I know, right? There's this Ganesh Nimarjan and the procession that's going on. So it's all that sounds, guys. Sorry, can't. From tomorrow we are going to do better lives, okay? Now it's all silence. When I'm speaking so much, they are just, see, I started speaking, sound has rose from the back end. My bad. Okay. Next question is, background lo orchestra is going on. Yeah, it's just like someone have to stand and dance. It's that loud. Is it clearly audible for you guys? I'm glad like there are no songs, else I saw some cringe songs also being played. Okay, sweet Vicky says, Sister, Umar asked yesterday to give him moderator for your channel. You missed it. Oh yes. Okay, raw footage ko some waiting editing ke. Oh no, I think Umar, were you referring asking me to give you the moderator access, or are you talking about the footage? Just confirm me, because Vicky, your what we call ఏమంటారు అబ్బా దాన్ని, your memory power, your memory is very intact, nice, good. Like yesterday he asked me to give me the access as a moderator. I forgot it and he remembered. Very good, Vicky, I'm impressed. After 2k subscription and watching is 100 plus, we can have moderate. Okay, got it. uh, I'm not near 2k, guys, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. We are going to have more such fun lives and all of that going further. And I'm sorry for this kind of a view, it's like a flip camera because I'm still not habituated to doing back camera facing videos, but I'll try to do, and you can see a clear picture of me. Okay, uh, I'll share it tomorrow. So there is one video which I have recorded when I was doing an interview to one of my candidate back then. I think not an year ago, I think 6 months back, 5 months back, in this year itself. So I'll try to give that footage to you. Maybe I have it in my drive as a recording. I'll try to give that footage to you. Just edit it. It will help people whoever are going to give interviews and all of that. Just read through that, or try to see how the conversation goes, how confident you have to be and all of that. And we'll discuss about that video tomorrow in our live. So as you can tell me, like, whether that candidate was selected or not selected. If they are selected, what can be the reasons for them to be selected, or what can be the reason for them not to be selected. So you can just let me know on that. I'll upload the video probably tomorrow when I come live around same time. Let's discuss about it, okay? So that it can help other people whoever are doing jobs also. Maybe you can add lot of insights that can help other people whoever are preparing for interviews, because we have lot of people who are preparing or who are seeking job opportunities at this point of time. So that's one thing. Even I forgot. Okay, cool, thank you, Sharon. Definitely all people get negative vibes from specific person, then it's better to run away from them, is right. I'll tell you one thing, okay? Negative vibes are almost real. See, when you know about something, it's not like, hey, I'll cut you off entirely. No, it depends on like the same thing, guys. If you feel like there's a person who is like so much negative, and it's impacting you, it's affecting you, cut all the nerves from them. But the thing is, when you feel like it's a negative thing, and maybe you can set them right. You can just tell them, Array, you have this aura, you have this persona, because of which people don't like to talk to you. Why don't you set this thing straight for yourself? And I think you can give that kind of advice also to people, to just let them know, like, this is not a good thing, dude. It's not cool. You have to be considerate about people. You have to think on the positive side also. So just say it. As long as they are ready to take it, it's all well and good. If not, leave them their own way, chuck them through their own way, if that is impacting you. That is something that I'll tell you, okay? Now I'm sharing that video, my impact company policy, right? I am sharing that video, my impact company policy, right? So I'll tell you one thing, this is not something that is related to company policy. I took the interview for one of the referral wherein I got from outside. So it's not something where the HR shared the resume, and there is nothing that will be discussed about the company or anything. It's just like basic coding skills and all of that, nothing much onto company's policy and all of that. Because though whichever disclaimer that we give, I'm sure that will be edited, that will be cut off. It's only going to be like how the people are going to introduce themselves, how, like, what are the questions that you can expect for a technical profile, and how you can answer it, as simple. So that will be taken care of, Kishore, so that it doesn't impact any of the company's policy. And the other thing is, నిన్న వేరే దాని గురించి మాట్లాడుకున్నాం, బుక్స్ గురించి అనుకుంటా. బుక్సా ఏం బుక్స్ గురించి? I think yes, like last giveawayలో, the giveaway what we did previously, like last week చేసిన giveawayలో, Shivashankar Star Boy was the winner, and he already got his books delivered today. So today he shared the image of it. I said him to probably tag me on your Insta story. I don't know if he has seen my text, but I think tomorrow I'll add it in the community post also, of what all books he got, what all I have sent and all of that, okay? So that's one thing. Our first giveaway is successfully done. The books have reached the person. So the next giveaway winner can be you. All you have to do is just hit on that subscribe button and be active on active onto the conversations, and turn on your notifications so that you get to hear if there is any notification that's going on. Okay, and please do consider subscribing, guys. This channel is as genuine and as real as it sounds. So if that has interested you even by a bit, please do consider subscribing. That would help me. And let me just refresh my screen, and also let me see the poll. So 42 people have voted. Which one shall we begin with today? So human relationships is still on 74 for like 42 votes. Nice. And I think I read Kishore informing me about what I see. Guys, I see 40 votes. Please double tap on the screen to update the likes count as well. Yeah, thanks a lot, Kishore, for speaking on my behalf. I sometimes for me that subscribe button is really important, guys. So if you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. Like the content if you liked anything. I would say just that thing. I would not ask you for your likes or comments as much as I ask you guys to subscribe, because I want to see a silver play button on the name of my mom, which is something that I can do only and only if I reach 100k. So I will do everything that's in my hand in the form of a probable giveaway, or any kind of advices that can help you out. But yeah, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. So and thank you once again, Kishore, means a lot. And the other thing is ninna vere dani gurinchi Epli, hi sis, can you do a help? Yes Epli, please tell me what help you require. I'll be more than happy to do that. Yesterday, sweetie, Vicky says, yesterday I visited your channel. In that one video, I loved so much. Video was giving food for homeless people in your mom's name. That was so pure. You're so kind-hearted person. Thank you so much, Vicky. And I'll also tell you something. Maybe in that reel, you must have seen me giving food to homeless people, and also I have given stationery to the people. To basically the orphan kids, and I have also sponsored the education for one of an orphan kid who was like so spark, so brilliant and all of that. I happened to ask her a question like what's the best thing that you like about yourself, and she said like I like my smile. And that's where I felt like she doesn't have any person of her own. She just has only one place, that's her hostel, and she's like very young kid, guys. Like I think she'll be somewhere around like 7 years old. So I just was able to sponsor her education on the name of my mom. I felt so happy, and that's why whatever little help that I could do for you guys, please let me know. I also do help people outside also in terms of food, in terms of giving some kind of stationery items to the people whoever require it. And here also I'm doing some giveaways whoever are rooting for education or career development. So please do consider subscribing. And also another thing what I would like to tell you is I as much as I like festivals now, though I don't celebrate them anymore, but then as there are different festivals that are gonna hit the calendar, be it Dashera or Diwali, I'm planning to do some very good giveaways in terms of ensuring a family celebrates a festival all together very nicely. So be a part of that nice change. Let me know if you have any families which are so humble, which just need some token of money or help, or as much as I want to do few things, I don't want to put it in terms of money, because maybe I'm not sure if people utilize that money in the right way or not. Maybe I'll be able to give it in terms of some things that can be cherished, be it in terms of books, stationery, food, or whatever it is. So please let me know if you have any such, or if you come across any such humble family on your Instagram reels or YouTube shorts. Just forward me that profile and I'll be more than happy to help them. Okay, thank you. And the other thing is and thank you, Vicky, thank you for like checking on my profile and sharing your opinion here. It means a lot. Thanks a lot. And the other thing is GM Naresh Kumar. Hi Naresh Kumar, how are you? All is well, guys. Click the bell to get notifications for every live. Thank you, Vicky. Please do click on subscribe as well as notifications button for you to know the lives. And Sister, I'm now reading Atomic Power book. It was so good. I suggest that you guys, everyone should read at least one in your lifetime. It improves your lifestyle. Okay, Atomic Power, right? Okay, so I haven't read about it. I'll definitely purchase, because anyways Amazon Big Billion Days is gonna come. I was also thinking about doing a live stream wherein I show you the products of Amazon which we can buy as students, which will help us. Maybe if you are planning to, start your content creation journey, what all items that you can buy. Maybe, for house decor and all of that. Maybe if there are girls who are interested into styling and all of that, I wanted to do those videos also. So I'll probably try to cover that book in the next video, whatever I'm gonna do, and I'll try to purchase it for myself also. So I have different books, like I have Ikigai, and I have Alchemist, and I have different set of books. Now though I don't read, but yeah, book reading is like a really good habit, guys. Very nice, and I'll try to start that once again. So thank you for adding so much of pointers, Vicky. Like, you are that star of the show, and I'm vouching for it. So thank you for adding all that valuable content. So please try to read the book, guys, just in the case it might help. I am not sure, I haven't read it, but I will try to search for the information, and I'll surely buy if that interests me, and I'll surely have a look at it. Anand says, hello, I'll go Bangalore for internship for first time. What's your advice? This is a newcomer of Bangalore, to this newcomer of Bangalore. Got it. So the thing is, I've been to Bangalore, and I have been to Bangalore not because it was my will. So there was one such incident that has happened in my life a year ago. And after that, when I started resuming to office, I didn't want it to work. I didn't want it to go to my job. I didn't care what's my position. I didn't care how much salary I'm going to lose. I simply said, like, I'm going to resign from my job. Then my manager said, like, no, Mamila, you are not going to take decisions hastily. I'm not going to accept your resignation. After that, I thought, like, no, I'll talk to other people, but I need relieving, I cannot work anymore. That is what I said. Then my team people, what they did is, they went to my manager and they said, like, don't give resignation, don't accept our team lead resignation. If she is resigning, then we will also have to choose our ways, because we cannot handle the clients like the way how she does. So all of this has happened. Then out of all of the thing, I just got like, my general manager had to visit Hyderabad for some meetings and all of that, and he has spoken to me for one long hour, and he said, like, I know you are like completely messed up, and you are into deep depression. So do one thing, just come down to Bangalore, handle Bangalore teams, and I think that will help you. And that's where I decided to go. It was November 22nd, and I couldn't stay in my home with my mom, where I would, every birthday I would see, and I would wake up to my mom, so I couldn't see that. That's where I just moved to Bangalore. So I'll tell you, I stayed there for 2 months only. One was in Whitefield and the other one is BTM layout. Bangalore is a good place, guys. Like, there are a number of people who keep saying, like, the food is not good, you will not enjoy food. Maybe I was not in a phase where I could enjoy food, but still, as much as I trust my taste buds, food is also like really nice. But one thing that I'll advise you is, when you go to Bangalore, you will not understand so much of difference there, because every other person is a Telugu person who knows Telugu, who is from AP or Telangana, or who know Telugu. So you will not have that mother tongue issue also, or you will not have that kind of a language barrier and all of that. It's a good place, but then just be mindful about jobs there. People will make high use of you when you go for jobs. They'll tell you, like, okay, we will give you a job, but then you have to do this sale for us, you have to pay this for the company. Once you just pay this much amount, anyways, you're just paying 10,000 now in the next month your salary is just 25,000. They'll say all of this fake, but there are a lot of fraudulent startups that are there which doesn't pay people. So don't fall prey of that. That's the only advice that I'll give you when you're visiting Bangalore. Rest all of that, there are some good hostels. Let me know if you need any recommendations of good hostels, I will tell you. But just be mindful of it, and just make some good connections. Don't trust anyone. Like, again, going back to the same topic of today, human relationships, friendship, trust, expectation, just be mindful of all of that, and don't fall prey or give money to someone who just says ki just pay this much, you will earn that much. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, that will be my one advice to you, Anand. and let me know if you need more advices. And don't have that homesick thing. Just think that you're gonna explore the new place. It's a new opportunity for you. Just see yourself how you are all alone, how you're taking care of yourself. I think that goes a long way, because at the end of the day, all of this relationships, everything has to fade one day, and it's just you with you. So ensure like you take utmost care of yourself when you're in Bangalore. It's a pretty nice place. I I like Bangalore. It's like really nice one. Okay, so that's all about it. And Anand traffic, and try this Anand biryani. Anand Meghana, Hoskote biryani. I thought of going for Hoskote biryani, but I couldn't. I had Dunne biryani. Try their Dunne biryani. It's also good. Uh, Meghana biryani, but I haven't tried Meghana's biryani. It has just been for 2 months, but yeah, there are some people who are like very nice. And hostels also, you will get lot of Telugu people, almost like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh people are more there. So they have set up a hostel, and they earn lot of money through hostel. Business is like so high in Bangalore, and it's not like cost of living and all of that, because as much as I remember paying only 6,000 in a hostel for the entire month. Food, 3 times food, bed, nice. So it can be as basic as that. And I have stayed in Whitefield. Even in Whitefield I paid only that much. Even when I was in BTM layout also, I paid that much only. So if you are really into that luxury where you just need everything proper, like that Airbnb and all of that, then you have to pay more. But if you are from that humble background and all of that, just pay as little as you can, and you will still have lot of good things coming your way. I'm also staying in Whitefield. Okay, where in Whitefield? Like, I'm not currently staying in Whitefield. I stayed in Whitefield in the month of November, like on November 22nd. November 21st, I started around like 8 o'clock here. November 22nd, it's my birthday. Around 8 o'clock, I landed in Bangalore in Whitefield. So I resided in a hostel there. 1 month I resided there. Then I thought of jumping, because Whitefield is all about these hostels and all of that. Like every next is a hostel, and it feels like you're much into concrete, much into people rushing with their lives and all of that. I thought like that kind of a thing is not helping me out, and that's where I shifted to BTM layout. So there is this BTM lake. Exactly to that lake, opposite there is a hostel. So I stayed there, and every day I would just go for a walk in that nearby that lake and all of that. So I felt like I'm a bit more to nature when I was in BTM layout and not in Whitefield. But yeah, that's the other thing. Enjoy your work and yourself. Yes. And Vicky says, when you give from your hand, you will not get poor. It will become multiple blessings for your life. I don't know about blessings, but then I think my life has always been bestowed with the best, because I have always been genuine, I have always been true, I have always been kind enough to, no matter how many people. This behavior of me or this wiseness in me is not just a reason of 1 year. It has been with me. However, I have become a bit more wiser now and all. But the thing is, I don't do something just to expect blessings or anything. Maybe if it comes, it's come. But I needed something in my life. But I prayed God exactly like this. Like, God, just please take everything from me, but just give me this. But then even during that worst times, I never got whatever I wanted. What I wanted in my life, for the first time in my life, I wished for something, and that just taken away, snatched away from me. So I don't trust in blessings. All I feel like, whenever they were like people who were saying like God bless you, and I was saying like don't see me, just think like wherever my mom is, I'm sure she'll be happy. That is what I said to people. So I think even when you guys want to tell me something, just wish that my mom is happy. That is something that I'll say. Okay, next, Epley says, my brother has completed graduation in 2022 in BTech ECE and struggling to get job. Can you do help if I send his resume? Yes, please do send me his resume. I will see if there is anything that we have to re-edit or rework onto the resume. And if everything is good on the resume part, I'll try to give it to some consultancies and all. And I'll personally also fetch by myself if there are any openings for ECE, and I'll try to help applications and all of that. Okay, so just forward me the resume, apply. You can ping me over Instagram, or there's an email address also that is attached to this account, so you can just let me know. I also stayed in Hoskote Biryani, need to go this weekend. Are you in Bangalore, Kishore? Eat 2 spoons more on my behalf, okay? Now that you're going for Hoskote Biryani. And there is also this buses, like when I was in Bangalore, I would travel only onto the public transport. Sometimes I would go by Rapido when I'm not sure where to take bus and all of that. But I would see Hoskote bus also, like what do we call that? There is a thing, na? They write where does the bus go to, what's the stop and all of that. So I would read Hoskote. I read it sometime. And is Bangalore hostel accept 2 days stay rather than a month? Because I have interviews in different firms, so it's temporarily. Yes, there are some hostels. Yes, almost like every hostel accepts this, guys. See, as long as there is a bed vacant, they are ready to give you for a day, for 2 days, or whatever it is. But the only thing is, when you when you join a hostel for a month, or for 2 months, or for 3 months, then the amount what you pay will be like bit lesser. But when it's like 2 days, 3 days, I think they'll charge you bit higher onto the side, but still minimal. You can just bargain with them. You can just tell them, like, I came here for job and all of that. They'll be able to do. It's easy to fetch, as long as you are able to get some, as long as that hostel has free beds or vacant beds. And I think every hostel does have that. So yes, you can get it happily. And like when I stayed in the hostel also, I've seen like there were few people who were studying in Bangalore. So that girl has come from AP just to collect her certificates in the Bangalore University. So she was given the bed. She stayed for 2 days and all of that. So there are hostels, not to worry about that. But then what would I suggest you is, if you already have some friends, or if you already have some reference about the hostels there, first try to talk to them, so that it becomes easy for you to choose on that day. Like when you are going to Bangalore, you carry your bags and all of that, it becomes clumsy to catch hold of everything, right? So just plan your itinerary first. Try to see what all hostels for near to your interview places, and try to call them and ask them, okay, I have interview in so and so thing, so do you have vacant beds for me for 2 days or something? I'm sure you will be able to get some good hostel for yourself. And Kadigodi also. Oh, okay, near to Whitefield. Okay, got it. Is Bangalore okay? Done. That is something that I read. Vicky sister, you're not ordinary dad's little princess. You are like mom's little princess. You are different from other unique. Thank you. I'm like both. I don't follow this little princess because I've not been a little princess, but I'll say I'm a proud daughter, or they are very proud to have me, and I am very proud to have them for the way how they have brought me up and all of that. So I don't fall into that little princess. I'm like as true as a proud daughter. So yes, thank you. And high points. Okay, okay, sis, I'm sending you the resume on Instagram. He's looking for software side only, sis, not ECA side. Got it, sure. Just let me know, and I'll read that resume. If there are any programming skills, what he knows, because as he comes from ECU also, so software side, if he knows some programming languages and all of that, that will be an added advantage to him. So I'll try to refer through the resume, and you also just try to understand whatever he has updated in the resume is something that he knows. Okay, it's not something that he has just added because it will look classy on my resume. So I'm saying it because many people do that. They write flexible when they still argue with the HR ki no, I cannot work in the night shift, I can just do morning shift. So flexible on the resume you update like flexible, on the other end you just tell ki no, I prefer only morning shift. So that's like contradicting thing, right? So just I'll give you one advice, ki be as honest as you can be in terms of your resume. Flexible, these things are still fine, no one will pay that much of attention. But when it comes to programming skills, like when you write SQL, you should know about it. At least basic to intermediate is something what you have to know. So just be as transparent as it is. Okay, okay sis, I'm sending you the resume. Done. Today no long video. Today no long video. Da. Tomorrow I'll try to upload one long video for sure. Today to no long video. System of Indian government approves LGBTQ officially. It's it is healthy for Indian culture or not? Your thoughts? See, wow, my community is like so best. Yeah, you bring in so much of interesting topics. Okay, nice. So LGBTQ, right? Cool. How do I start? I'll tell you one thing. Every person or every animal or everything that has a living in itself, like which lives, is basically bound to have its own options, its own priorities, its own self resilience to do whatever it wants to, right? You cannot cage a bird. That's not how it wants to live. It just wants to fly, no matter, even if there's an eagle which just catches a small bird and just takes it off. That's the nature, and that's how the ecosystem is. So that is how it should go on, right? It's not like, okay, today I just bring a bird and I cage it and I'm protecting it from eagles or protecting it from cats and all of that. Obviously it's an ecosystem. Everyone has a day. You cannot control everything on its own. Same happens with humans also. Now humans, they have sentiments, they have emotions, they have express it, they do have strong voice and all of that. So LGBTQ is one such special community where, as long as we know about this gender differences and all of that, we should also be appreciative of the fact that there are also differences between the genders also, right? And the differences can be due to lot many reasons. Maybe genetics, maybe in a family everyone will be like normal, and there will be like one person who has mutual interest for the same gender person, or vice versa, or whatever it is. So as humans, the little what we can do is just be respectful of others' opinions, just be mindful of how that's not impacting them. Now it's legal. Now when I say it's legal, it cannot be legal just like that, right? It is legal for a reason, and that has to be the right of a person, because no matter what it is, we are living in a country, we got independence a lot earlier. Maybe even if people are not that self-spoken, even if people are not that open-minded these days, but still at the end of the day you have to accept it, because that's how it is. And there are a lot of people, like even in Cognizant, like we do have this pride walk, pride month, where I have been a part of it also. And as much as I look at myself being so straight onto my own things, we should also be reciprocative of other people who just come out and who just let themselves know that they belong to this community. So just be respectful to them. And I have seen one person who was just approaching every other person and expressing himself to be like a part of an LGBT community, and that's how the confidence is, right? That's how the strength is. And when the person comes out of his way to just express, like, this is me, and I feel happy about it, or I just want to let understand that that person has given you that stay or that chance to just let him know, or be as real as what he feels inside. I think that's the best way. And there are other people also, right? Even in corporate, there are some people who just behave oddly, abnormally, and people just laugh, the other people just laugh at them and calling them this, that, this. And very few people have it. Okay, TK, see, I have this thing, I do this, fine, right? I think the other person would respect it. But you are that and you're faking it to be something else, you're making it uncomfortable to other people, is not the way. So as long as you find some people who accept it, just say them that you are proud of them, just be that human to them. And it's all about a part of a community, guys. No one here are forever. Everyone has a little amount of time here. As long as you are walking each other's home, as long as you're making it breathable to each other, I think that should be absolutely fine to be what the way they want to. So yes, that's all about. It's healthy. See, anything and everything is healthy as long as you're letting other people live. If you combust, or if you try to compress, or if you try to cage them, nothing is good at the end of the day. So let it go. let it live and let live, simple. And it's always healthy, so just be respectful of the people like that, and if it's legal, it's legal for a reason. So yeah, and thank you, Vicky, for bringing such amazing topics onto the channel. I'm like very happy, and thanks a lot. Good. um it's sensitive question that I have voice problem by birth. It's sensitive question, okay. I'm really liking this community where we are able to express ourselves, because at the end of the day, we all should be able to speak up about myself, and it's not just me sitting here and telling about you guys. Sometimes in between, even I say about my story, right? Even I am also sharing some sensitive topics of myself to you guys. That means we mutually trust each other. So thanks a lot for trusting it, and thanks a lot for adding them here, so that it can help all of us together as a community. So each and every person who is just texting, and I'm like so happy and so glad that you are part of it, and I'm very proud that I know you guys. So thank you. So moving on to the question, it's that I have voice problem by birth. So I have voice, but it's not as much as clear as others. Maybe some people take time to understand my voice. So how in my career, got it. So I'll tell you one thing, Anand, okay. Like, there are always two ways of how you can excel in your career, okay. First thing is, our voice, our personality, everything matters. Now I'll tell you about my own experience, okay. I'm a very short person, like maybe I can be like 4 feet, like 4.3 or 4.4 or 4.5 somewhere. I'm not even like that 5 feet, okay. uh, in my team there are like hefty personalities, like my own associates and all of that. They are like they come with lot of experience. Their age is more than me, their experience is also more than me. And it all takes the way how you treat other person that gives you respect at the end of the day. That I'll say, when I initially joined corporate, people would call me child labor because I was like very short, but still my work did work for them, and my work was so top on their visibility that that has turned into something like they would call me like chota pataka, bada dhamaka types, right? Which means like, whatever are your boundaries that you feel like, okay, I'm short, maybe I'm not confident, maybe my voice is not clear or anything like that. Everything is something that you can utilize to be your talent. Maybe height is not my talent. Maybe even when I go to office, if you make three people stand next to each other and you tell me like, who can be the team leader among these three, no one will choose me. Trust me, no one will choose me. uh, they'll choose other person because of their personality or whatever it is, but still I have been the best, and so as you. So I'll talk about my experiences whenever I take interviews also, because maybe that will answer your question in more prolific way. So there are these people who attend interviews who come from different class, different background, different hospitality, the dressing sense, everything will be different. All I have is bit of resumes, and every other person entering the room. And there will be like few people who are like expert in coding. Like, you just tell them the logic, they are ready in front of their laptop, they just code it, they just give you the output. There are, and those people are someone who cannot answer a question when you ask them in English. That doesn't mean like they are not fit for the company, right? They are not fit for the work. It's not like that. Maybe they are introvert, maybe they are still trying to adjust, like it's a new thing and there's an interviewer asking the question and all of that. So every person has a different problem in themselves, okay. But don't consider you to be a problem. Don't think by yourself that your voice is a problem, because all of these shortcomings will just go off once you have a clarity that you're gonna rock it, you're gonna nail it, okay. So that won't be a problem. In corporate, how does that go? See, as long as you prove your potential, as long as company is able to do good with your work, company doesn't have any problem in your work, company is gonna respect you, okay. So but then communication is important, not to worry about the voice. See, as long as you are able to make some sense. Now let's say I'm here, my voice is very bad, but I talk this bit sensefully, you guys will listen to me, right? But let's say my voice is nice, but I talk all absurd, all illogical things, you guys will not listen to me. So it's all like that. As long as we are able to speak senseful words, I think the listener will always respect. So that will be my answer. Okay. uh, and you watch cricket, sister? Oh yes, I used to watch with my mom, and we used to have this IPL bettings also, like who's gonna win, who's gonna win, and all of that. But I think it's been a year since the time the last match that I have seen with my mom. After that, I have never watched any of the cricket match. So never going there. There are few things which I will never do. One such thing is watching cricket. And you can send me the footage now. I'll begin the editing. Oh, I'm on live and the footage is on this phone itself. I'll share it. Okay. Anyways, it's gonna be like 5 minutes कुछ वीडियो है. थोड़ा जल्दी ही हो जाएगा, प्रॉब्लम नहीं है उसमें. तो थोड़ा ये फ़ोन में ही मैं लाइव कर रही हूँ. I'll share it. ఇంకా లైవ్లోనే ఉన్నావా? ఎస్ అఫ్రోజ్, నువ్వు ఇంకా పడుకోలే. There's some amazing conversation that's going on, Afroz. You're missing the live today, but it's okay. Thanks, had a good session before sleep. Bye, good night. Good night, Kishore. See you again tomorrow. Take care, and all the best for your hoskote biryani. Eat 2 spoons more behalf of me. And Vicky says, sister, I'll edit flyers, posters, thumbnail and video editing. If you need anytime, you can reach me. Says I can do it. Oh, thanks a lot, Vicky. Yes, I'll reach you out just in the case if I need any help. And thanks a lot for lending it upfront from yourself. And hello Akka, thank you. Umar, after live send me the footage. Sure, I'll share the footage with you guys. So I have read all your comments. I have this, I think this live is one such thing that will be remembered, and every day it's a new thing, guys. Like yesterday's live was also like full of energy, full of useful talks and all of that. Even today also we have covered very sensitive and very nice topics. So thank you for bringing all of this to my plate, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And you can tell me, like, wherever you feel like whatever I'm speaking is wrong or anything, you can just ping your opinions also. I'm ready to take that as well. But I think I have made bit sense in terms of whatever I speak. So yeah, happy to learn as well. But we'll plan a live wherein we all together join for a live stream, and we talk about things together. I think probably let's plan it so that we can have Saturday and Sunday and Friday lives also together. Okay, that's one thing that's on my book, where I need few people who speak so much to be a part of my lives, so that it can be an interactive session and lot of people can learn lot of things. Okay. And moving on, after live, this is something that I've read. Akka, ipude revision start chesa. Akka, repu manchiga exam present cheyali ani. Very nice. Nandinu nu paduko nanku telusu. You come at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, but then paduko. Just sleep, because sleep is also very important, ra. Please sleep off. Revise start chesa. If you have started your revision, fine. Just have that cut time for yourself. It's already 12 now. So have some cut time for yourself, and then sleep nicely also, because sleep is also very important. Okay. Now, and there are 17 people who are watching this live. Hi people, like if you're watching me for the first time, I am Madhu. I work as a technical team lead, and I'm here on YouTube for the love of my mom, and we do videos like edutech and life lessons, personal health, well-being, mental health and all of that. So if this stuff interests you, and we'll also be doing amazing giveaways, so if this interests you, please hit on that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. And I see like sis, I kept hi message on Instagram. I'll send you the resume tomorrow. Is that okay? Sure, I'll wait for your resume, April, and I'll see if there are any modifications that are required, and I'll forward that resume to the right people so that you can hit good opportunities. Okay. And Sharon, I find a channel which has no bad comments and a host who doesn't ask about likes. Oh, thanks a lot. All I ask is just for subscribers, but then I ask for subscribers also, so that this channel can reach many new people who really require a channel like this, which can help them in everything without expecting a thing from them apart from the subscribe button. So thanks a lot. And this channel is on the name of my mom. So yeah, that's one thing. I want to see a silver play button on the name of my mom. So that's the little thing what I expect. But yeah, thanks a lot, Sharon. Even I find the same, like the community, whatever we are building day by day is He's bringing on too much informative content, and I think he's making our life a bit better. Even by 1%, I'll be like very happy. So thank you. Happy to find you guys as well here. And Navneet Krishna says, hey, I just got here. Hi Navneet, hope you're doing good. How was your day? Glad that you're here. And just in the case if you're watching me for the first time, which you have just said, hey, I just got here. So you're watching me, Madhu. I work as a technical team lead in one of the MNCs, and I am here on YouTube for the love of my mom. I do content on to education, career guidance, well-being, mental health, parents, and to everything that's related to life and all of that. Today our discussion was also on to human relationships as well as on to mental health. So yeah, if this content helps you, please ensure, or if this content interests you, basically just hit on that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. I think that's the least that I can ask. And also share this channel to anyone whom you feel can get some value add, and I'm sure I'll try to make the best for them. So that's it from me. And just in the case if you want to introduce about yourself, please go ahead. I'll be happy to read that as well. Sis, okay, this is something. हाँ अक्का, लास्ट टाइम ఒక ఎగ్జామ్కి జస్ట్ 2 hours పడుకున్నా, 3కి పడుకొని 5కి లేచిన. దట్ ఈస్ I'll tell you one thing రా, ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు యూ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఎ గుడ్ స్లీప్ ఆల్సో. ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ మినిట్లో ఏమవుతుందంటే, జస్ట్ బికాస్ యూ డోంట్ స్లీప్ ప్రాపర్లీ, you'll have few where your mind becomes a bit dull. It doesn't recollect those answers and all of that. However, it works different to different people, but just ensure that you sleep nicely. What I will suggest you is sleep off now, wake up early in the morning, somewhere around like 5 to 6, and then revise. See the difference. Okay, do it with full mind, because I see like you are coming to live, you are again going, you are again saying revising, again you are coming here. So it's just for time. I know we all have been there, we all get such kind of things very often when there are exams near, maybe because we are too much tensed with the exam tomorrow, that when you're in front of books you just want to see, okay, I'll just go there and I'll come back. Maybe when you're in front of here, you'll think about the books and all of that. So relax, it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be nice. All you have to do is revise the formulas, which you can do early in the morning once you wake up. So take ample rest. Okay. Nandini, what are you studying? Over to you, Nandini. Now going to sleep, Akka. See, this is what I said. Please go and sleep. Now I don't want to see you on the live here. Go have good sleep and set the alarm for yourself to wake up early in the morning and revise the formulas. Okay? Good. And once again, all the very best, Rob. And Sweetie Vicky says, listen songs on Spotify, turn on bell, turn to notify. Thank you, Vicky. See, Vicky does the things on my behalf to let people know to turn on the subscribe. No, he just talks about the bell only. Who's gonna tell about subscribe, Vicky, then? Vicky, Dhoni nor Rohit, Team India is the best. Okay, did you guys had conversation about who is the best captain? Okay, best captainship, Dhoni or Rohit? If you tell Dhoni, give reason. Or okay, this is gonna be interesting topic. Okay, now that we have went from relationships to what's that, mental health, now we are at this debate. Okay, first thing, I'm like, I'll tell it to you on 2 statements, guys. Firstly, I'm a very much cricket enthusiast, and the work what I do to Cognizant is also onto the sports thing. So let's say there's an IPL match that's going on. You just go to Google and you search for the IPL matches, right? There's this tab called stats, players, and all of that. So I work for that thing. My team launches that thing onto Google. That's the least that I can say. Now, I have started working on this since 2 years now, but prior that I am a sport enthusiast. And as much as I love sports, I consider sports to be an integral part, because there are a lot of things that you can learn from sports, like your discipline, like the way how you put your best foot forward, like how you carry yourself, like how you treat your co-players and all of that. Considering all of these things, I am a fan of Dhoni for the way how he is very much calm, composed, give the credits to his team, and ensures like his guidance is on top. Like there are number of instances where he has helped people right? So it's not like Rohit is bad or Rohit doesn't do. We are like very happy for both of them, because in the captaincy of both of them, India has won the World Cup. So much respect, much much respect to both of them. But the thing is, I believe like Dhoni has been there when we were like very much chirkuts, like small, and that emotion of watching that cricket for the first time, or watching MSD playing with his hair till here and all of that. I think we all are having that fan moments for him. And more than that, I think Dhoni has did lot much for the society also. So I think, and not as a society, but the way how few sportsmen spirits should go and all of that. So I consider Dhoni to be the best captain. That's the end of the story. Else, if you ask me, I was a fan of Virat. uh, so Virat captaincy was not that no for me. So Dhoni, for me, Dhoni, any day Dhoni. Okay, so that's all about it. I answered even that question. Now what did you say? I think Kishore said like Team India, right? Let's not give diplomatic answers, Kishore. There are only two options. You have to choose one among that. Okay, just kidding. But yeah, Team India any day. And what else? It's me, Nandini, now going to sleep, Akka. I think I read this. Okay, this is also something that I read. Akka, I think you are not, your mom is nearby you and watching life. I think you are not, our mom is watching nearby you. I think you are not, our mom is watching life. Thank you, Vicky. Thanks a lot. Wow, super. Thank you. And Kishore for Virat's company. You know, water bottle. You couldn't. My sister, guys, sorry. Uh, for Virat captaincy, BC sir. Yeah, I know, but whatever it is, guys. I think captain, though there are set of rules which will be framed by BCCI and all of these cricket boards, and everyone has to follow it, but I believe like there were some matches which he has lost wherein the collaboration was not good. And that can be because team players also not trying to understand, because Virat is very young and Virat is now on to the captaincy place. Ego hurts, right? I think Rohit and Virat had lot of differences back then, but I think when Rohit took up his captaincy, I think we were able to see much great partnership going on between them till the recent matches also. So I think till the time Dhoni was there handing these people, I don't think like there was any kind of ego, such kind of things. Now if you bring in Dravid topics and all of that, I'm not sure about them, but I feel like the partnership didn't work well between Virat and his Virat's captaincy and the team as much as it worked with Dhoni and team. So yeah. Okay, bye sis, see you again. Sure, Ripley, good night, take care. I'll see you tomorrow and I'll wait for your resume. Now we enter into Indian politics. It will be spicy conversation in live. Yes, now tell me Indian politics. First thing is, I hate BJP rule, guys. Like, I don't like BJP for some reason. No, I can still vouch or vote for Congress, but not for BJP, because it took more money from people with nothing, with almost like nothing. So I am that anti-BJP person. So if you want to have a debate on to politics, even I can be best there as well. So I think we can have some spicy conversation, as you said, in terms of politics for sure. I give credit to Coach Dravid. Yeah, that is what I said, right? Coach Dravid is also like, even during that times, like they were like match winning knocks from him, and yeah, I think India has seen. That's the reason I think cricket is an emotion of India. It's not just a game for Indians, and it's because of all these bunch of people, starting from Harbhajan Singh, Yuvraj also, like World Cup wouldn't have been possible if he didn't risk for his life, right? So yeah, that is what is a collaboration. That is how a team should go. So those were the moments that I saw during his captaincy and not now. So that's one thing. And then lotus or hand, what you will. Obviously, as I said, no lotus. Like, I don't need flowers in my, I don't even want lotus to be here on my ear. So no, not lotus. Hand for sure, as a high five. I'll give as a high five. And I have my reasons also to say that, because as much as I see BJP takes money, and ensures that it takes money from the people who come from middle class, lower middle class, and all of that, and it doesn't even move a dime in terms of collecting taxes from the rich people. Example being, like, I'll tell you one thing, any government, guys, like whatever it is, like, I'm not being biased with the Indian government, or I'm not showing any kind of difference to abroad also. What is my point here is very simple. When people know that India is still a developing country, it doesn't come under developed country. When you boost so much about your country outside, it's your responsibility also to take care of the people of India. When you know that there are people who have been there into humble backgrounds and all of that, education is growing since 2020. Like now, though, with chat GPT and AI, I don't think there will be any child who will be left without education. But if we look at 2 decades earlier, no one had education. That means the generation whichever we are into has the capability or has that kind of a conviction to earn, wherein earlier it was not like that. And that is where the competition is with the government jobs also. Like, the postings are just for 50 postings, there are some 10,000 applications, and I'm not kidding also. There are like MBA graduates who apply for just assistant role. So government knows all of these things. So how should it do is, it, rather than defining a person's tax in terms of their income levels, you have to decide it on your asset classes. Now when I say asset classes, you all know about Shah Rukh Khan, right? These people belong to that top 1% elite classes and all of that. Now let's say I earn in 6 digits, okay? I am bound to pay more tax, which I pay through my income also, which I pay through my cess also, which I pay for even a small perfume bottle also. I pay my cess, SGST, CGST, so much GST, everything goes into them and all of that. But then let's say there's Shah Rukh Khan's daughter. You all know about what's the net worth of Shah Rukh Khan and all of that. Like Shah Rukh Khan's daughter, Suhana Khan. So she bought some agricultural land, and we all know that Suhana Khan cannot be an agriculturalist. And she got some 400 crores of land. She registered herself as an agriculturalist. Obviously, as it's an agricultural land, there won't be any tax to it, right? So what's the point here? Didn't the government realize, like, it's just a tax evasion that has happened? Just because these people want to evade from tax, they just show themselves as an agriculturist and all of that. Now why that kind of a bifurcation is there? Like, my point is, you should be able to give the tax evasions to the people who don't belong to the rich class. Else, rich people, like, even if you have seen the survey also, out of, like, in India, only the middle income and the lower income people only pay tax to the government is getting tax only from the lower and the middle class people itself. Rich people always try to evade options to pay tax. What's the government is doing? Nothing, right? So bring in some kind of tax reforms which identifies between the classes of the people, rather than just giving them the benefit of evading tax by purchasing some crores worth of land and just showing you off as an agriculturalist. No, that's not the sign of a good government. So I don't root it for BJP. On the other hand, I'm not saying like Congress also gives so much to people and all of that. But as far as I have seen Congress, for the time Congress has been there, at least there were not these many taxes that was levied onto people. I don't remember my dad paying so much of taxes, or we paying so much of taxes onto everything. Like, even if we go out for food, we don't remember paying some STGT or whatever it is. Okay, I hope that's making sense and all of that. But the other way of how we look at it is, BJP takes money from us and it doesn't take money from the rich people. Example, Ambani. black money. They said like, one specific reason so as why Modi was elected in India was only because he said like, okay, you all open zero accounts, I will add money to your account. Where did he add the money? In fact, all he did was just made all Indians sweep the roads through Swachh Bharat, and all he did was like, collected taxes from us, stating like black money, this money, that money. Black money concept was there, and there was Geo that was set up. Now gone, right? All the black money was put into that Geo foundation, and that's how he grew his business. And now look at 5 years down the lane, all the prices of Geo has been increased. So where's that a benefit? And trust me, there is not even one person who got benefited out of that zero accounts and all of that. Okay, now when they talk about the policies like Lakpati Didi, this Didi, that Didi, with 1 lakh you're not gonna do anything, guys. Look at the inflation rates. Even if a person who earns 6 digit cannot afford a home, cannot fulfill his dream of getting a dream home, because that is how it is. So you have to be cautious about whom you're going to vote. I thought like at least Congress will be winning this time, but then despite of these things, I don't know how BJP won, which was just like, but then even that win is itself like not a win, because majority was not done there and all of that. But I don't root for BJP, guys. No, I am like upset about BJP thing. That's one thing. I can still have so much of detailed debate also on it, but I'm just limiting it so that you guys don't feel asleep. Still hate all the party. Yeah, I see. Now diplomatic answers, no Kishore, okay? We all hate all the people, but then at the end of the day we have to support one nota. What if all people votes to that nota? Is the government going to change? They are again going to be like dictatorship, this, that, this. So choose it. It should be like one worst among all worst people, right? One best worst among all the worst people, and that one best worst among all the worst is Congress at this point of time, is what I feel. But you guys can also have different opinions. So how long do you do live? It depends on as long as I see people here. So super, thank you. In politics we need education person or experienced person. I would say there should be a combination of experience plus education, because as long as there is just an educated person like Nirmala Sitharaman, she cannot educate, she cannot let people know in an easy way. So as what's the point? Because she's always that rude, ruthless minister which no one can spare. She is a minister and she is a representative of the people, so she has to maintain that decorum, that no matter what question comes, she should be able to answer that nicely, not in a rude way. And we have seen so much of reels, trolls over her of how she treats even the news reporter also. So that's not the right way of how you're going to answer. So educated fool is Nirmala Sitharaman, not required. Now the another person, experienced person, I'll say, like I forgot this guy's name. 1 minute, I'll just search for it. Who is our external minister? Who is our external minister, guys? 1 minute. External affairs minister, I forgot his name. If you haven't watched his interviews, or if you are not aware about him, just watch some interviews about him, okay? So he is Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar. So look at his interviews. Now he is in a position where he does this external communications between the other countries. Let's say there are some people who are going for education abroad or for job purpose and all of that. So all he handles is like external affairs, like between the countries and all of that. And look at the way how he answers some sensitive topics, like how much sense he puts through his words. So he got a lot of experience, and not every person in politics will be appointed basis like, okay, you are uneducated but you have strong voice and all of that, only then you can become a minister. There are some educated intellectuals also who does their education and all of that, who serve IAS and all of that highest civilian exams, and they will also be selected as ministers, and this person is one such person. He is also educated, he also doesn't hail from any political background from the scratch. He has been into serving people of the country, and then now he is Ministry of External Affairs. Look at the difference between Nirmala Sitaraman and this guy. You will see a huge difference, because it's not just limited to educated and experience. As long as there is an educated person who just puts on his ego, it's waste. As long as there is an experienced person with not knowing how to tackle, is also a fail. So I think education and experience should go together. But sometimes, like Modi, so much of strategies, so much of self resilience and all of that, right? Uneducated, still fine. So it depends, like how you are able to tackle it, how confident you are, and sometimes it's another way around. So as long as you are a good presenter, as long as you are doing justice for your job, even if it's an educated, even if it's an experienced person, it's the best for them, because people are not going to remember them ki are he's an educated minister and all. They are not going to say like are this person is in has a lot of experience. They are only going to remember ki are this person got these schemes, this person has helped the country, this person was that pilot in terms of turning India towards a developed country. So that's how people are going to remember. So put your education and experience intact and do good, and you will be remembered as the best, irrespective of whether you are educated, irrespective of whether you hold any experience. So that will be my answer. Now moving on, your thoughts about NEET, we need it or no? See, it depends. All these are entrance exams. So if you really aspire to be a doctor, or if you really like, this is not just limited to NEET or anything, guys. It's just limited to what you want to be. For CA it's gonna be like CPT, and for BTech it's gonna be like MSET, NEET, whatever it is. So it depends on what you want to do, because paying that high amount of exam fee, and then spending on to books, and investing your time, investing your energy for something that you don't want to do, is waste at the end of the day. So if you have a clarity, if you want to do that, just blindly believe your gut feeling and do that. But when you're taking up something, always do it with your 100% intention and 100% dedication. Okay. Government say equality, but they themselves bring in law from making partiality. See, I'll tell you one thing. Okay. Now I remember from my school days, there is this pledge what we do, right? Like pledge, India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters, and all of that, right? And now the thing is, I really want to see a government like that, wherein we don't have any such kind of differences. All Indians are my brothers and sisters, forget about that. But the thing is, this caste, creed, this thing should not be there. And the present government plays it game on a religion basis. Like I am a Hindu, right? Even I didn't like the concept of Ram Mandir, or I didn't like the concept of boosting it so much that this place is gonna belong to them and this place belong to them. And trust me, I come from Hyderabad, which is a place wherein there is lot of communal collaboration that happens here. Like almost like half of the population is of minority, and there was this person who was presenting BJP back then, who is Madhavi Lata. I'm sure you must have heard her voice in terms of any of the interviews or news during that election times, basically. So there are a lot of places, like Hyderabad is also called like more of an old city, because there are a lot of Muslim population and all of that. As much as we don't have differences, like I have a neighbor, they send kheer to us, we send Diwali sweets to them. So it's like always that kind of a thing. And all of the sudden she just comes and she just shows the mosque, like that Ramban, what we call, she just aims it at some mosque, and all of that is like ridiculous thing for a representative to do. Like you cannot trigger or poke people's emotions or people's belief just because you wanted to get some kind of advantage over elections. So that's like a sheer failure. Like she didn't won, It's again Asaduddin Owaisi who won Hyderabad constituency, and the same thing happened with BJP also. It has lost in that Ayodhya itself. So all of these things are very well known to people that there's no point of bringing like Hinduism, questioning minority, this, that, this. We all are Indians, and as long as people don't play cards through this religion, caste, and creed, I think India will not see a good government. So I think it's very much intact to have all of these things. And as much as I have never seen Congress into these controversies, but I don't know why BJP always plays that, but it's high time for them to refrain from doing all of these stupid things. Okay, that's one thing. And did I miss any other thing? I agree with you, Kishore. And your account not received any amount from Lotus government that he promised. That is what I'm saying. No, even I want some amount. Let's see if he sends something, I'm gonna let it off on giveaway. But that's not gonna happen, guys. At least I'll do much giveaways than Modi doing his own promises of, and he did promise to some billions of people. Huh. Politicians are crazy. And the next thing is music my relaxation, so I follow crazy thing that I put status one song cause it affects mental health unknowingly, but I don't think about people opinions when I do right. I didn't understand, but let me just read it one other time. Music my relaxation, so I follow crazy thing that I put status one song because it affects mental health, because we see again and again unknowingly, but I didn't think about people opinion. Am I doing it right? Okay, now I'll tell you one thing. I'll explain this, Sharon, in the way how I understood it. Please let me know if I understood it correctly, and then I'll tell you my opinion onto that. Okay, so first thing is I'll let you know whatever I have understood. So basically what you're trying to tell me is music is your relaxation, so you listen to music or maybe the lyrics or the songs. So whenever you feel like bit low, what you do is you just find out some reel or some song whichever matches to that situation, and you share it as your story, wherein people will wherein it will make you reflect or let go of that thing. But then you are asking about how will people think bad of it, or will people perceive, or do I have to even think about why am I posting this song, it will sound different to people. So you are asking me, is it good for me because I do it for myself, because that's my relaxation, but at this point of time while I do that, do I have to be really consider about what people think about it, right? I understood this thing. Let me know if I understood it correctly, then I'll give my answer to you. Okay. See, I didn't say Sitaraman is a fool. All I'm trying to say is she's not a good leader in terms of making people educated about few topics if she herself shows her ego and attitude basically. Because forget about, she's not explaining a commoner, right? She is just answering to a news representative, and I think news representative has their own stage in the politics. They are the voice of the people, so as long as they ask you a question, you being in that respectable position should be able to answer it, because there are like many people who are watching you. So if you just let it go like, is this for normal people, like why am I going to answer, like a sleeping partner cannot answer sitting, I would say just sleep and answer. Then I would give that tug answer to them, and that's not the right way. You cannot be or play a role like that, because what if people also get to your level where they also try to fight you back with the same sarcasm? You cannot take it as a leader. So as long as you cannot take it, don't give it back, I'll say. That's the thing. External Minister Subramaniam Jaishankar, yes. If you guys haven't watched any of his videos, I would suggest you guys to just go, and I'll also tell you guys to I think external affairs is something that does lot of thing with countries involved. So just look at how because it's not just Indian reporters what he's going to address to, it's also going to be like reporters worldwide what he's going to report, and just look at him how he answers people. And that's how you should be able to make people understand, rather than just like weaving that topic of saying different topics and all of that. So that's one thing. Yes, correct sis. For example, yes, I'll tell you something, okay? But I actually don't have love intentions in life. Absolutely. We all go through that. Now I'm telling you one thing. For me also, I connect with few songs. Okay, like there is this song, right, which is from Baby movie, which is like I don't know, guys. I'm becoming forgetful. Telugu Baby movie song. Um, ఏమాయేది ప్రాణమా, there's some song, ఓ రెండు ప్రేమ మేఘాలిలా, right? I connect to that song with my mom, because when that song was released, I and my mom were watching and we put it on high volume and we were listening to that, and I connect to that song. Now many people, like whenever I listen to that song, I just go to a different zone, and people can anticipate different thing out of it, because that song in real in the context doesn't speak about a mom and daughter's relationship. It talks about a relationship between a boy and a girl, right? So as long as you have that intention for yourself, that this song, this lyrics connects me onto some other level, not onto this level, you don't have to care about people's opinion. Because any day, I'll tell you one thing, as long as you pull yourself back thinking about what will people think and all of that, people are going to think in any of the other way. People's work is to think bad. There are like number of people who think bad about yourself, who can just sit, bring two chairs like this, sit here and just think bad about people. So you don't have to give that kind of opinion. Whoever are very close to you, who know the person you are, they'll be able to understand the depth of the lyric, not the song. Okay, so as long as that lyric connects to you, because for me it's not song, it's the lyrics. Sometimes even when I listen to some love songs also, I feel like that lyrics are letting me know something from my mom, like a message from my mom, and I connect to them. And even if it's a love song or whatever it is, it doesn't matter to me, right? So think about yourself, is what I'll tell you, Sharon. Okay, don't think about other people, because as long as we think about other people, are if I do this, maybe people are gonna judge me, maybe if I add this story, maybe if I add this reel, people will think like I'm in a relationship. If you want to be on safe side, just add like, this is, you don't even have to do it, you don't even have to seek validation from anyone. Just seek validation from yourself. If you feel like that's right and that's gonna help you, do it. Don't worry about people's opinion. People are gonna be good in front of you, people are gonna be bad behind you. So people's nature, we cannot win any game if you think and think about people. Okay, so little life, you have your clarity, question yourself. If you feel like yes, this is fine for me, just do that. Don't think about people's opinion. Okay, that's one thing. Now let's get into international topics. It will international topics are, there are only 10 people for me to start with international topics, international politics. Okay. I'll talk about one thing, which is Saudi Arabia, okay, which is like Arab country. The rules in that country are very much straight on to the point. Like, I'll tell you one thing, there are number of people who think about flying to UAE, flying to Saudi only because of tax evasion. Let's say I'm earning 1 lakh per month or more than that. That 1 lakh per month or more than that is with me only. I don't have to pay taxes to any person there. So in this way, whatever I do, my work is being reciprocated for myself. That's the way how you're going to appreciate people for their work. That's one thing. Next thing, the rules there are very, very, very much stringent, that even if you evade a traffic signal, or even if you eve tease a girl, or even if you get into any such kind of, like, be it girl, boy, gender neutral, whatever it is, the laws are very strict, which refrains people from attempting anything wrong. And that's the way how a government should be. And I always root to countries like that, where they are considerate to people, yet at the same point of time they also punish the culprits with the same stringent things. So I think that is one thing which will bring discipline in the people of the country. And the moment the people of the country are disciplined about few things, I think that's a biggest progress for any country to be, right? So that are my 2 cents onto international politics. And let me know if you want to hear any specific politics also. about international things. Okay, your thoughts about Russia, Ukraine, and Israel versus Palestine. Oh, okay, got it. Now, I would say bad leadership. I would say uh, no humanity. I would say no strategic plans for whatever is happening between uh, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, and Palestine. Because at the end of the day, people have forgotten this concept, like we all are humans. It's the same blood between us, it's the same pain to all of us, right? Just for some piece of land or just for some uh, political agendas, you cannot kill people. That's not the thing. You should think twice even before hurting a human, and think about how much it is like bombarding into places and all of that. So I would say, if there's a mistake from two ends, there would have been much more concrete way, like whichever countries have supported them, they should have not done that. In fact, we have many councils also where they try to resolve the conflicts between the countries. I think those parties or those firm chains would have been much more stringent onto how it's gonna go, rather than making it an entire thing wherein people have forgotten how to live and all of that. All of that is very ruckus, guys. Like, you cannot. We think about, I personally think about not hurting anyone personally. Like, think about they playing and they killing people around, right? So violence for anything is not accepted, be it for your country, be it for anything, it's not accepted, and violence is not the only way. And I think, hopefully all of this, if that is resolved, then it will be considered. But I also heard, like there is something that's written in Quran also, wherein this thing about Israel and Palestine is already mentioned, and there is some kind of a person who comes like a messenger of God, and he tries to evade all of these things. And I'm not sure about all of these things, but yeah. But whatever it is, as a human also, that is like very stooping stand for any person to be there. So that is what I'm saying, right? Educated, like, education itself have to bring wiseness to people. Education, by, if you're cunning and if you're educated, no. If you're educated and if you're not wise, also no. So you have to use your education for the betterment of the people. You have to utilize your power to for the betterment of the people, rather than playing all dirty politics or killing people or spreading the pain to the people. That's not the good side. So I think whoever does that will have their punishment in whatever, whichever form it is. But that's not one of the thing. Kishore, home tour for me, I'll plan to do that. Okay, not now, but a bit later, I'll surely do that. And sweet Vicky, we do stunt with bike, guys. Show your love with like. Okay, okay. Your thoughts about, okay, I have already answered this. Now let's go into it. Correct is, for example, okay, this is also something that I read. And the next thing is, who's your favorite character in Big Boss currently? We have, don't give safe answer. See, I'll not give safe answer. Currently I don't have any person favorite in my in the Big Boss show. I'll tell you the reasons also. Okay, first thing, I thought like when Nikhil have entered the house, I felt like maybe Nikhil, I didn't even wanted him to be the winner, but I'm just telling about the fan base thing. There were like numerous fans who were already saying like Nikhil is the winner, this, that. But Nikhil has so many shortcomings. Like, he listens to Sonia, he doesn't have an opinion, he's not strong, he's not, like, when I talk about strong or strength, you should be able to stand for what is right. When Sonia was talking or bad bitching so much about Vishnu Priya, he would have took a stand and he would have said, Sonia, why do you have so much problem with Vishnu Priya? But then he simply tried to be there for Sonia, and I hate Sonia for many reasons, because you cannot try to trigger a person with the word adulterated. Now if I'm asking like two of the people, like, what's the reason for your friendship, or like how you guys are growing your friendship, that doesn't mean like I'm going in a different way, or I'm just saying. And in an Indian show, she's just saying like adulterated content, and she herself is a law student, and how much would would she has the sense of thinking about saying something like adulterated, right? And also the next week she doesn't stop at just that. She says like, you don't have parents watching, so it's fine for you, but we guys have our parents who are watching boleto. What is she even trying to say? Like, she has so much of negative thinking. And I firstly have a doubt on Ram Gopal Verma. Like, every time, like, if you ask me about who was my favorite contestant, I'll tell you about Ariana in season 4. She is my favorite contestant for the strength, for the boldness what she has. And I also got to know about Ariana when people said like, Madhu, there is this contestant in Big Boss Telugu who is exactly like you. And that is where I connected to her, and that's where I started seeing few episodes, and that's where I felt like, yes, this lady is like me and all of that. So I like Ariana. And Ariana also got into that thing, or that popularity, because of RGV has supported her a lot more. Even Sonia also is RGV's known person, and he has supported. But I feel like, what, RGV cannot support someone like her, so baseless, so ruthless, so vulgar and all of that. So I don't like Sonia for that. Money, for whatever reason it is, even for his I don't like Money now that he's getting better also. But when there is that rough time wherein the conversation of divorce are going on, there's no point like he will bring his, or he will say the name of his wife so upfront, because we all are in this phase of social media where we are just back of knowing each other. And there have been people who found the marriage videos, and the trolling has happened on his wife now for the way how she looks and all of that. So all of that is also like not good. A wise man would never put such kind of sensitive topics in the national television. I would say that's like the bare minimum respect what your wife owes. So I don't like Money also. And Vishnu Priya also, like, I like Vishnu Priya. I want her to win for the pure soul that she has, but I cannot stand people who cannot take stand for themselves. Maybe she is trying to revitalize her energy by not focusing or not creating all of that. But dude, you have to respect yourself. If there is a person, if I was standing in front of Sonia and Sonia commits that words, trust me, no, I'm not gonna accept. That's the way how you have to respect yourself. It's not like you just simply take the words and you just keep calm and you just say sorry. Like, no, I like Vishnu Priya, but the moment she said sorry, it just got out from me, where I don't where I don't find her individuality, or she respecting herself. And for me, that's a big turn off. Okay, so I don't find much of the interesting candidates this time in Big Boss season 8. It's just like for some thing that I watch it. But apart from that, I liked Ariana from Big Boss 4, and Gohar Khan in the first Big Boss season that I have ever watched with my mom. So it was during my 10th standard, I guess. I think 11th standard. That was the first time that I saw Big Boss, which was of Gohar season. I was, thoroughly moved by the way how she carried herself despite all the odds. So I like her, and I like her. And in Big Boss season 4, they were like different individuality person, like Abhijit being that calm guy and classy guy. But in this kind of Big Boss 8, I don't see any new personalities here. Though, lot of kudos to the Big Boss team for bringing up concept, interesting games. It's very interesting, but contestants are not that interesting. They are like cringe. So I am not liking the Big Boss. So I don't support anyone. Okay, now who's your favorite? I answer is ఏమో హ్యూమానిటీ స్ట్రాటజీ వర్డ్స్ అంటే షోలో ఏం వస్తుందో అదే కదా హ్యూమానిటీ అంటది. లైక్ షీ సేస్ వన్ థింగ్కి నేను ఎందుకు నామినేట్ చేసిన అంటే, లైక్ హ్యూమానిటీ ఉండాలి, కామన్ సెన్స్ ఉండాలంటారు ఆమెకి హ్యూమానిటీ ఉందా? ఒక అమ్మాయిని లైక్ వెన్ షీ లాస్ట్ హర్ మామ్ అండ్ డాడ్, షీ కెనాట్ సే దట్. అడల్ట్రేటెడ్ కామన్ సెన్స్, అది సింపుల్ కామన్ సెన్స్. అది అడల్ట్రేటెడ్ అని మనం ఎప్పుడు అంటాం? లైక్ అక్కడ అయిన కన్వర్జేషన్ ఏంది, నువ్వు అన్న మాటలు ఏంటి? ఐ హేట్ అలాంటివి ఇంకెన్నో అన్నదామె. ఇంకొకటి, షీ టాక్స్ అబౌట్ హ్యూమానిటీ. షీ ఈజ్ సమ్వన్ హూ డస్ సంథింగ్ ఫర్ ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ అనుకుందాం, లా స్టూడెంట్ అనుకుందాం. ఫర్ అన్ ఎల్డర్ పర్సన్ విల్ యూ సే అది ఇది? లైక్ ఈమె అంటుండే బేబక్కకి. షీ వుడ్ నెవర్ రిఫర్ బేబక్క లైక్ బేబక్క. లైక్ ఇఫ్ షీ స్పీకింగ్ టు నిఖిల్ షీ సేస్ లైక్ ఆమెకు చెప్పు, ఈమెకు చెప్పు, ఆమెకు చెప్పు, అట్లా అట్లా చేయకమని అని షీ సేస్. నో రెస్పెక్ట్, రైట్? నౌ ఫర్ విష్ణుప్రియ షీ సేస్ లైక్ దీన్ని దాన్ని యూ కెనాట్ సే దీనికి పిచ్చో ఎర్రో నాకు అర్థం కాదు కానీ వెరీ బ్యాడ్. ఐ కెనాట్ స్టాండ్ దోస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ గైస్. లైక్ యాజ్ హ్యూమన్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు బీ kind enough even to an enemy, and I don't like నాకు అందుకే I stopped watching Big Boss live just because Sonia eliminate అయిపోయిన తర్వాత maybe I'll see it. But so many people judging one line that Big Boss show is useless, but I feel no cause that helps in your life in few factors. What's your opinion? See, absolutely, I'll tell you how I look at Big Boss, which is absolutely different to many people, so as like how they like Big Boss. వాట్స్ మై ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ థింగ్, నాకు బిగ్ బాస్లో ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అనిపించే కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటంటే, ఇది అందరు అర్థం చేసుకోవాల్సిన కాన్సెప్ట్. కొంతమంది బిగ్ బాస్ అరే నా ఫేవరెట్ ప్లేయర్ వస్తే వానికే ఓటేసేద్దాం, లైక్ ఎప్పుడు ఇది ప్రోమో వచ్చినప్పటి నుంచి ప్రోమోకి వెళ్ళి మీరు వీడియో చూడండి, కింద నిఖిల్ అన్న విన్నర్, నిఖిల్ విన్నర్. దేనికి విన్నర్? వాట్ డూ యూ నో అబౌట్ నిఖిల్ అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద సీరియల్స్ ఆర్ అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఫ్యూ షోస్ దట్ హీ డిడ్? డూ యూ నో హిమ్ యాజ్ అన్ ఇన్ పర్సన్? డూ యూ నో వాట్ ఈస్ హిస్ పర్సనాలిటీ? డూ యూ నో వాట్ ఈస్ హిస్ మెచ్యూరిటీ? Without that, there are people who say like Nikhil winner, ఈ winner, ఆ winner, just because you know the name, just because they are popular for some reason. అంతే, అంత తప్ప ఇంకేం లేదు. But how I found how any person should look at Big Boss is personalities. People personality ఏంటి? ఒక 14 people, you live you, I live me, my sister lives herself, my dad lives himself, my mom lives herself. So why అందరికి ఒక్కొక్క పర్సనాలిటీ ఉంటుంది. బిగ్ బాస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ బ్రింగింగ్ ఆల్ డిఫరెంట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ పర్సనాలిటీస్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఒక హోమ్లో పెట్టి వాళ్ళకి ప్రతి సోషల్ మీడియా ఇవన్నిటి నుంచి డిస్కనెక్ట్ చేసి ఒక 100 days వరకు వాళ్ళ పర్సనాలిటీ ఏంటి అన్నది తెలుసుకోవడానికి, లైక్ హౌ దే ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు ట్యాకిల్, వాళ్ళ సిచ్యువేషన్స్ని ఎట్లా ట్యాకిల్ చేసుకుంటారు. వాళ్ళకి తీసుకొచ్చి ఇంట్లో జస్ట్ ఫుడ్ పెట్టి మీరు ఉండండి రా అంటే ఉండరు కదా. దే విల్ డూ టాస్క్, దే విల్ ఫైట్. ఇవన్నిట్లో కూడా హౌ దే ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు ట్యాకిల్ దెమ్సెల్ఫ్ అన్నది ఇట్స్ ఎ థింగ్, అండ్ దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఐ లుక్ అట్ బిగ్ బాస్ ఆల్సో. లైక్ అందుకే నేను మీకు కొన్ని పాయింట్స్ చెప్తుంటా. లైక్ కొంతమంది రివ్యూస్ ఇస్తారు, వాళ్ళు జస్ట్ అక్కడ ఏమైందో అది చెప్తారు. నేనేం చెప్తా, లైక్ నేను సోనియా కూడా అదే చెప్తున్నాను, నేను విష్ణుప్రియ గురించి కూడా అదే చెప్తున్నాను. నాకు విష్ణుప్రియ నచ్చదు. చాలామంది ఏం చెప్తారంటే రివ్యూస్లో, ఇప్పుడు ఆదిరెడ్డి కానీ వీళ్ళు కానీ, దీస్ పీపుల్ జస్ట్ సేకి విష్ణుప్రియ అక్కడ కొంచెం గట్టిగా మాట్లాడి షీ వుడ్ హ్యావ్ మేడ్ ఇట్ ఏ సెన్సేషనల్ టాపిక్, కానీ ఆమె సైలెంట్గా ఉందని. నేనేం చెప్తున్నా, అట్లా సైలెంట్గా ఉండొద్దు. నీకు ఒకవేళ సిచ్యువేషన్ వస్తే, మిమ్మల్ని ఎవరన్నా అలా పోక్ చేస్తే, యూ షుడ్ గివ్ దెమ్ ది ఆన్సర్ అన్నట్టు నేను చెప్తా. సో ఐ గివ్ ద రివ్యూస్ యాజ్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఏ లర్నింగ్ టు దెమ్. కి ప్రతి ఒక్క మనిషి దగ్గర నుంచి మీరు ఒక నేర్చుకోవాలి. మనీ కంట సిచ్యువేషన్ అనుకుందాం, ఫ్యామిలీ రీజన్, వాట్ ఎవర్ రీజన్. కొందరు చెప్పుకుంటారు, కొందరు చెప్పుకోరు, అంతే తప్ప బాధలు లేవని ఎవ్వరికి ఉండదు. కాకపోతే నిన్ను ఎట్లా హ్యాండిల్ చేసుకుంటున్నావు, వాట్ యు ఆర్ టు యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ అన్నది ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఆయన ఎప్పుడు అంటాడు నాకు భార్య కావాలి, ఐ నీడ్ రెస్పెక్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ మై అత్త మామ అండ్ అది ఇది. నీకేంటి, నీకు ప్రాపర్ ఉన్నప్పుడు దెన్ దేర్ ఆర్ పీపుల్ రైట్ లో కాన్ఫిడెన్స్. ఆయన కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉండాలి, ఆయన ప్రాపర్గా స్టాండ్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఇప్పుడు నేర్చుకుంటున్నాడు, అండ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు సీ హౌ హీ పర్ఫార్మ్స్. బట్ ఎడ్యుకేటెడ్ పీపుల్ లైక్ సోనియా డూయింగ్ లా, అది ఏం చేస్తుంది, అంత పిచ్చిగా క్రింజ్గా ఇట్లా చేతులు పట్టుకొని అది ఇది. ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఆక్వర్డ్ ఫర్ పీపుల్ టు వాచ్, రైట్? విష్ణుప్రియ అంత స్ట్రగుల్ చూసింది, ఆమె అంత స్ట్రాంగ్గా ఉండి సోనియాని ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్తే ఎంతోమంది గర్ల్స్కి అది ఒక ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ లాగా అవుతుండే. లైక్ జస్ట్ బికాజ్ నాకు పేరెంట్స్ లేరు కాబట్టి, నేను ఒక బాధలో ఉన్నా కాబట్టి ఎవరు ఏది చెప్పినా నేను వినొద్దు, నేను కూడా నా వాయిస్ అవుట్ చేయాలి అన్నది ఒక స్ట్రెంగ్త్ పీపుల్ వుడ్ హ్యావ్ లెర్న్ ఫ్రమ్ విష్ణుప్రియ ఆల్సో, విచ్ షీ డిడ్ంట్ డూ. అండ్ నైనిక కూడా ఇప్పుడు షీ ఈజ్ జస్ట్ 21 years old. ఆమెనే చెప్తుంది షోలో, ఓకే షీ హ్యాస్ ఎ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్, ఓకే ఫైన్, కానీ ఏడవాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు కదా. ఇఫ్ షీ హ్యాస్ టు క్రై, మేబీ షీ హ్యాస్ టు క్రై ఫర్ హర్ మదర్. ఏమైపోతుందంటే అదొక మెసేజ్ లాగా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. అరే ఏంటి అంటే, మనం ఒక బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఉండాలి, వాళ్ళకి మనం ఎమోషనల్గా కనెక్ట్ కావాలి, వాళ్ళు దూరం వెళ్ళిపోతే మనం ఏడవాలి. దిస్ ఈజ్ నాట్ ద షో, అండ్ ఐ హేట్ సచ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ బీయింగ్ పాపులరైజ్డ్ గైస్. నాకు అంటే 21 yearsలో ఒక అమ్మాయి ఇఫ్ నైనిక క్రైస్ అబౌట్ హర్ జర్నీ, లైక్ నేను ఇంత కష్టపడ్డా, ఇలాంటి షోస్ చేసిన, ఐ వర్క్డ్ హార్డ్, నౌ ఐమ్ బీయింగ్ అన్ ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్సర్ అంటే ఫైన్. జనాలకు నేర్చుకోవడానికి ఒకటి ఉంటుంది. అండ్ షీ క్రయింగ్ ఫర్ హర్ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్, లైక్ షీ వాంటింగ్ టు స్మెల్ దట్ షర్ట్, టు ఫీల్ హిమ్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఈజ్ ఇట్, యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు పోర్ట్రేట్ అవుట్ సైడ్. ఆమె ఒక పాయింట్ చెప్తుంది, మమ్మీ ఐఎమ్ సారీ మమ్మీ, నువ్వు నాకు చెప్పినావు షోలో ఇదంతా చెప్పకని, బట్ నేను ఉండలేకపోతున్నా చెప్పకుండా అని. దట్స్ నాట్ ద వే, రైట్? వాళ్ళ మమ్మీ ఎందుకు చెప్పింది? షీ హ్యాస్ టు అట్లీస్ట్ రెస్పెక్ట్, రైట్? రిలేషన్షిప్ ఓవర్ అప్బ్రింగింగ్ అంటే ఇట్స్ నాట్ ద థింగ్. సో ఇలాంటి చిన్న చిన్న పాయింట్స్ ఉంటాయి, అవన్నీ మనం నేర్చుకోవాలి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ అబౌట్ బిగ్ బాస్కి. కొంతమంది మంచిగా చేసినప్పుడు నువ్వు అర్థం చేసుకుంటావు, అర్రే షీ ఈస్ ద వన్ అండ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు లెర్న్ సంథింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ హర్, అండ్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద పీపుల్, వీళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఇది తప్పు చేసిరు, ఇక్కడ ఇట్లా చేస్తే ఇంకా బాగుంటుంది అన్న ఒక ఒపీనియన్ నువ్వు జనరేట్ చేసుకోవాలి తప్ప డోంట్ రూట్ ఫర్ ఒక గేమ్ మంచిగా ఆడినరు, లేదంటే ఓ సీరియల్లో హీరో అయినా ఇన్ని సీరియల్ చేసిండు మంచిగా ఉంటారు, క్యూట్ ఉంటారు, యూట్యూబ్లో కొన్ని బ్లాగ్స్ చూసినా అంత కామ్ ఉంది, కూల్ ఉందని ఓటేస్తే ఇట్స్ లైక్ దట్. పీపుల్ షుడ్ లెర్న్ అండ్ పుట్ ద ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్ ద రైట్ వే. చూస్ వైస్ పీపుల్ గైస్. దట్స్ మై ఆన్సర్. And sister, you hear about neural link chip, let's say for human or not? I will say, see, any kind of an invention which doesn't bring so much of value add to people is not good. So కొంతమందికి ఏమైపోతుంది అది అంటే విత్ టూ మచ్ ఆఫ్ యూటిలైజేషన్ ఓవర్ ఇన్వెన్షన్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ బీయింగ్ రెస్పెక్ట్ఫుల్ టు హ్యూమన్స్ డెసిషన్స్ and all of that. And I think Musk itself is a different topic to debate about him, about his ideations, about his perspectives, about life, about products, about this, about that. So it's not an answer that I can just express in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, guys, because there are too much of correlations to that topic, so as like whether if it's beneficial, because any kind of an invention, if it's put for the best use, it's always the best. However, if it is just escape from the human effort, obviously there is no uplifting factor for humans, then it's not. When will see you in Big Boss? Just hope for it. I don't know if but yeah, I'll try for Big Boss 9, guys. So please subscribe more with this 1.55k followers. Big Boss కాదు కదా, గేట్ కూడా తెలియదు, not, but yeah, please do subscribe if you want to see me or if you want to see all of us doing wonders, okay? But thank you. I wish there's that day. Gokul from Coimbatore and studying in with IG, you remember me? Gokul from Coimbatore? No Gokul, I'm sorry. Today also you look damn cute. Thank you, Gokul. And I think yes, I remember you. I think in the previous live streams you were part of, right? Yeah. And guys, whoever are watching this live stream, you are watching me, Madhu. I am a technical team lead by profession, and YouTube is my passion for the love of my mom. Here we discuss about life, friendships, well-being, mental health, career, job opportunities, and all of that. So if any of the topics are interesting or interested you for a little of time, please do consider subscribing and hit on that bell icon. That would help me a lot. So thank you. And we are going to have much more very valuable giveaways in terms of books, in terms of edtech related content also. So please do consider subscribing. And Akka, if any chances Prithviraj will be eliminated, human opinion? No. See, I don't think Prithviraj will be eliminated as soon as possible, because people like కొంతమంది ఎట్లుంటారంటే there are some people who just want some kind of a handsome hunk being on the show just to tag people. So even if it's not from outside also, like he's not getting, like though he's using whatever words he is, I think he'll sustain for some more time. I think the next eviction is gonna be for anyways Aditya Om is not in nomination now, so I just hope Sonia will be evicted, but I'm not sure about that. We'll have to wait and watch. But I don't think Prithviraj, I'm not sure, maybe the polls can go that way also, but we'll have to wait and watch, guys, because there is this love angle also, like interest angle maybe between Yashmi and Prithvi, which was telecasted today. So I'm not sure, but I don't think, because if Prithvi goes, there is no point that these people will play games that nicely, because Prithvi is bit aggressive and people try to correlate with each other to just get him down and all of that. But once Prithvi is gone, then there's no fun in the game. So I don't think Prithvi will be evicted as soon as possible. And Akka, I think the term Mama in Telugu is our mom's brother, and Attai is our mom's wife. I think so. No, Mama is mom's brother for sure, and Atta is our Mama's wife. I think so. Oh, sir, I read it wrong. Yes, you are right. And there are two ways. Okay, mom's brother is Mama, and mom's brother's wife is Atta. The same way, dad's sister is Atta, dad's sister husband is Mama. So it goes both the way. In either of the way, mother's sibling's wife can be Mama Atta, and same. It goes the other way. Dad's side also is the same. There is a slight difference of Mena Mama, Mena Atta. Mena Mama happens in a situation wherein it's from your guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not much into this. So Mena Mama is dad's sister is Mena Mama Menatta, and Menatta's husband is Mena Mama. I hope I'm not wrong, but bad on to this. What are negative points of Sita? She is good now. Sita is good. She takes stand. She's kind. She's caring. She just says people on the face, and she's always considerate that doesn't affect people. So I think Sita is also one of the strong player, because I'll tell you about one thing. Learn from Sita. She says one thing. I have been into some rough times in my life. I was like, clubbed between people, or framed myself between the walls and all of that, same like what Mani has said. But look at how a girl has confronted all of that odds, and మనీకి కూడా ఆమె చాలాసార్లు చెప్పింది, నీ దగ్గర ఉన్నది ఇంతే, నువ్వు అన్నిటినీ కంట్రోల్ చేయలేవు, నువ్వు కొన్నిటిని కంట్రోల్ చేస్తావు, ఇంకా అది దాటిపోయింది అన్నప్పుడు నిన్ను నువ్వు ఫర్గివ్ చేసుకో. ఒకవేళ నీ వల్ల తప్పైందంటే నిన్ను నువ్వు ఫర్గివ్ చేసుకో, నీ వల్ల తప్పు కాలేదనుకో మూవ్ ఆన్ అయిపో అందులోంచి, కాకపోతే దాని గురించి ఆలోచించకు అని మనీకి చెప్తుంది. Understand the depth of these things, what she is trying to educate, and try to understand how much life she must have seen. So much respect to Sita, whatever she's playing, she's not hurting anyone, she's not provoking anyone personally. But naku Sita kuda, I think she can give a tough fight to Sonia, but ఆమె కూడా కొన్నిసార్లు సరేలే అని చెప్పేసి వదిలేస్తుంది. నాకు అట్లా వదిలేస్తే ఏంటంటే ఇండివిజువాలిటీ పైన అంత అనిపించదు. బట్ దెన్ Sita is one such true fighter in the entire show. One person that you can learn life lesson is from Sita for sure. So that is one thing. ఆమె మనం బేబీ మూవీలో చూసిన కంటెంట్కి సీత అంటే అబ్బా ఈ వస్తుందా అనుకున్నా నేను అప్పుడు. కాకపోతే ఇట్స్ లైక్ కంప్లీట్లీ ఆపోజిట్ టు ఒక మనిషి ఒకలాగా అనిపిస్తే ఆ మనిషి లైఫ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటుంది అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్. దట్స్ లైక్ డోంట్ జడ్జ్ ఎ బుక్ బై ఇట్స్ కవర్ లాగా. సీత ఈజ్ వన్ సచ్ కంటెస్టెంట్, అండ్ యూ కెన్ లెర్న్ ఎ లాట్. వాట్ ఆర్ నెగిటివ్ పాయింట్స్? నెగిటివ్ పాయింట్స్ అయితే నాకు ఇప్పటివరకు నెగిటివ్ పాయింట్ ద సేమ్ థింగ్. సో లైక్ సోనియా చెప్పినప్పుడు లైక్ కామన్ సెన్స్ అది వినదు, కాకపోతే లాస్ట్కి వినాల్సి ఉంది కదా, అట్లా వినకుండా ఇంకా డిబేట్ ఎక్కువ తీసుకోవాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు టెల్ సోనియా టు టెల్ ఏ సారీ, టేక్ యువర్ వర్డ్ బ్యాక్, ఎల్స్ ఐ విల్ టాక్ మోర్ అబౌట్ కామన్ సెన్స్ నౌ. నువ్వు కూర్చో నేను మాట్లాడతా అన్నట్టు ఉండాలి, కానీ కాంప్రమైజ్ అవ్వద్దు గైస్. కాంప్రమైజ్ యూ షుడ్ నెవర్ కాంప్రమైజ్ వెన్ యు ఆర్ రైట్. ఐ హేట్ పీపుల్ హూ కాంప్రమైజ్ వెన్ దే ఆర్ రైట్. నేను ఎప్పటికీ నేను కాంప్రమైజ్ నా తప్పు కాదన్నప్పుడు నా తప్పు కాదు, నువ్వు నన్ను ఆ మాట ఎట్లన్నో యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ యువర్ వర్డ్ బ్యాక్. ఐఎమ్ లైక్ దిస్, ఎవ్రీ పర్సన్ షుడ్ బీ లైక్ దిస్. దట్ ఈస్ వెన్ యూ రెస్పెక్ట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్, దట్ ఈస్ వెన్ యూ రెస్పెక్ట్ యువర్ అప్బ్రింగింగ్. ఓకే, ఐ థింక్ నెగిటివ్ అంటే ఇదే చెప్తాను నేను. లైక్ సోనియాతో అంత గట్టిగా ఏం కొట్లాడలేదా అని, కొట్లాడింది, బట్ స్టిల్ దే సో మచ్ దట్ షీ కెన్ డూ అని నేను అనుకుంటా. నేను ఇండియన్ ఆర్మీ మేజర్. హాయ్ మహేష్ గారు. కోయంబత్తూర్ ఇన్ తమిళనాడు. ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ తమిళ్ ఆల్సో సేమ్ మామా. ఓకే మామా, ఓకే గుడ్. యూ లైక్ టు వాచ్ హాలీవుడ్ మూవీస్, మార్వెల్ ఆర్ డీసీ? అబ్బో నో గైస్, ఐఎమ్ లైక్ వెరీ దిస్ not Marvel fan, not DC fan. I just watched only one season of Money Heist and I resemble myself a lot with Tokyo. That's a different story. I have never seen other seasons. But I watch cute movies. Like I love to watch Malayalam movies, the Kerala movies, like the huts, the small houses, the connections, and all of that. So I like to watch Happy Days movies. I'll tell you the genre of my movies. Okay, Happy Days, and home movie. If you guys have seen a recent movie, like if you want to watch, just try to watch this movie of Home if you haven't watched already. So those are the kind of movies what I like to watch. I'm not much into టాటో సుమోలు ఎగరడం లేదంటే బాంబు మూవీస్ ఇవి నాట్ ఈవెన్ వాషింగ్, నాట్ ఈవెన్ డీసీ అండ్ మార్వెల్ ఆల్సో నో. లైక్ నో గైస్, ఐమ్ నాట్ దేర్. And Haka, sorry, what are you telling? What start Yashmi and Prithvi love story? I couldn't see him for life. Okay, infant Rosaraya. Okay, infant Rosaraya. హాయ్. సో ఇవాళ ఎపిసోడ్లో ఏమవుతుందంటే సోనియా అడుగుతుంది అనమాట పృథ్వీ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి, ఏమైంది, లైక్ నీకు యష్మి అంటే ఇష్టం కదరా అంటే అక్కడ ఒక యాంగిల్ ప్లే చేస్తారనమాట. నువ్వు ఒకవేళ ఇవాళ ఇఫ్ యూ హెవెన్ సీన్ లైవ్ టుడే యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ వాచ్ ద ప్రోమో ఆల్సో. సో ఈ సేస్ లైక్ కొంచెం అట్లా ఇట్లా నాడింగ్ ఉంటుంది. సో ఐ థింక్ లైక్ దేర్ ఇస్ సమ్ ట్రాక్ దట్స్ గోనా కమ్ ఫర్ యష్మి అండ్ పృథ్వీ. అంతే, అది అవ్వచ్చు అవ్వకపోవచ్చు ఆల్సో, బట్ కొంచెం ఆ ఇంట్రెస్ట్ అయితే ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ చేసారు కదా. సో దట్ వాజ్ మై పాయింట్. బట్ లైవ్లో కూడా ఏముండదు గైస్, జస్ట్ సాగదీస్తారు అంతే. అంత స్పెసిఫిక్ కంటెంట్ ఏముండదు లైవ్లో. సో ఈవెన్ నేను కూడా లైవ్లో చూడలేను, ప్రోమోలో చూసిన కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నా. ఎపిసోడ్లో కూడా ఐ సా ఇట్. సో దేర్ క్యాన్ బి సమ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ యాంగిల్. ఎందుకంటే పృథ్వీ కూడా యష్మి చెప్పే ప్రతి పాయింట్ వింటాడు. లైక్ వింటాడని కాదు కానీ వాళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్యలో అంత కన్వర్జేషన్ రాకున్నా లైక్ యష్మి వెళ్ళి చెప్తుంది, ఇట్లా మనీ వచ్చి నన్ను హగ్ చేసుకుంటుంటే నాకు అన్కంఫర్టబుల్ ఉంది, అదే బయట అయితే నేను కొట్టేస్తా అది ఇది అని పృథ్వీకి చెప్తుంది. సో పృథ్వీ జస్ట్ కన్సోల్స్ హిమ్. సో అంటే కంఫర్టబుల్ గురించి మాట్లాడినందుకు కూడా కొంచెం ఆ కనెక్షన్ అన్నది ఉండొచ్చు. సో దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వాస్ టెలికాస్టెడ్. అది ఐ హోప్ ఆన్సర్ ఇచ్చిన అనుకుంటా. నెక్స్ట్ ఆదిత్య, పృథ్వీ destroys the other game, the strategy or arrogance. See, whatever it is guys, arrogance aina, like I consider it to be more of an arrogance, because you know when you are representing yourself on a national television or whatever it is, you have to control your anger, because no one is there to buy your anger, right? And you cannot use the words like f idi adi. So just try to be calm, composed, because as long as it's directly imposing to a person on a national television, it's not accepted. So strategy should always be something where you don't hurt people's emotions or feelings. So that is one of the best strategy. But any strategy that provokes or humiliates people or hurts people, no, he's not a strategist, he is just an arrogant. Sister, you missed my one question previous. I commented about NASA. Amma, now we'll go to space, huh? Okay, I'll read it. Premalu, I recently loved movies. I was about to tell you something about Premalu. నేను ఎప్పుడు చెప్తాం అనుకున్న the point when I wanted to discuss about Premalu was the movie what I said about Home. In that Home movie, Premalu movie hero is the brother. The younger brother is Premalu movie hero. So I wanted to express that. But Premalu movie is also good. Like the little conversation, that fun part ki naake vadledu neekaithe asalke vadadu, all those kind of things are like cute. I like that movie also. Like Premalu is also a cute movie. Like all Malayalam movies are my favorite for some reason. Maybe because they are a bit different. They talk about emotions. They feel like so close to our real life guys. So I like those kind of movies a lot. So that's also answered. Next, who is your favorite player? Favorite player in Big Boss? No one. I would love to watch or I have adored the way how Ariana has carried herself in season 4. I haven't watched Big Boss OTT, but I think she was top 5 in that as well. So Ariana as a player is my favorite. And for this season to no one, Nani, Nixon Gaming. No, I don't like anyone Nani. And Nabil negative points. I'll tell you one thing. See guys, you know Nabil is someone who is just like us, right? Coming from a very humble background as an influencer, growing to that top position. He knows all the hard work, he knows all the struggles, he knows the the value of an opportunity. Now an opportunity is just given once to you. You have to make the best of it. Okay, the first time how he came was शेर आया बोल के आया. तो at that point of time I thought like अरे this ये बंदे में तो दम है, कुछ ना कुछ तो करके दिखाएगा बोल के. Again the next time he that rope वाला activity which was the very first activity, ठीक है उसमें थोड़ा तो उसमें he just says कि अभी से स्मार्टली प्ले करना, सेफ गेम नहीं प्ले करना बोलते. सो आई थॉट लाइक मे बी दिस टाइम ही इज़ गोना प्ले वेरी स्मार्ट and he's not gonna play safe, or he's not gonna be considerate about other people. I felt like maybe the next task whatever he's gonna do is gonna be like crazy. दूसरा टास्क आया, द नेक्स्ट टास्క్ అరైవ్స్ అండ్ అక్కడ లైక్ ఆదిత్య ఓం సేస్ లైక్ నేను వెళ్ళి ఆడతా అన్నప్పుడు హీ జస్ట్ సేస్కి సరే ఫైన్ అని అంటాడు. దాని తర్వాత ఆదిత్య ఓడిపోతాడు ఆ టాస్క్లో, like that task where it was like volleyball or something, right? So అందులో he just loses. అండ్ దాని తర్వాత శేఖర్ భాష దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఏం చెప్తారంటే నేను అప్పుడే అన్న ఆదిత్య అన్నకి నేను పోతా అని, కాకపోతే నేను పోతా అన్నాడు ఇంకా నేను కూడా ఏం అనలేను అని. సో నీకు ఆ స్ట్రెంగ్త్ ఉందని నీకు తెలుసు, నీకు ఆ కేపబిలిటీ ఉందని నీకు తెలుసు, మళ్ళీ నువ్వు ఆపర్చునిటీ కోసం నువ్వు వెయిట్ చేస్తున్నావని నీకు ఇంకా క్లారిటీ ఉంది. అయినా కానీ నువ్వు ఒక మనిషి వెళ్తా అంటే నువ్వు ఎందుకు వెళ్ళనిస్తావు? నువ్వు కూడా కొట్లాడాలి కదా, లేదన్నా నేను వెళ్తా అంటే పంపిస్తుండే కదా అక్కడ. సో ఏంటంటే కొంచెం సేఫ్గా ఆడతాడు, లైక్ అబ్బా నేను ఇది చేస్తా నేను అది చేస్తా అంటే లాస్ట్ టాస్క్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత చేసేది ఏముండదు. సో యూనో ఆపర్చునిటీ వచ్చినప్పుడు యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫిల్ ఇట్ గైస్, దేర్ ఇస్ నో అదర్ వే. ఒక్కసారి 2 సార్లు అంటే ఏమో సరే లక్ అనుకుందాం, ఇవనుకుందాం అవనుకుందాం, ప్రతిసారి అలా ఉండదు కదా. సో ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ నబీల్ హ్యాస్, ఐ ట్రస్ట్ హిజ్ ఇంటెన్షన్ బట్ హీజ్ ఎఫర్ట్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ కూడా, అంత డెడికేషన్ ఏం కనిపిస్తలేదు నాకు ఆ మనిషిలో. సో that is one such thing. So that will be my negative point. I also want to see the gameplay of Nabil as much as you guys are, but as much as I feel like he does bit good today, nothing as such coming his way. So that is one thing. Akka, I know one thing, Vishnupriya something trying Prithvi. I also saw live Akka, but Sonia behaves Prithviraj with uncomfortable. Akka, I'm so sorry, just minute I saw live Akka. Okay, I see, I'll have so much to say guys. Okay, ఇప్పుడు నేను మీకు ఒకటి చెప్తా. విష్ణుప్రియ ఈజ్ నాట్ ట్రయింగ్ హర్ ఛాన్స్ విత్ ఎనీ వన్ గైస్. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఒక హౌస్లో మనం ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ సపోజ్ ఐ లైక్ బీయింగ్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ విత్ బాయ్స్ అన్నప్పుడు దట్స్ నాట్ మై ఇంటెన్షన్ దట్ ఐఎమ్ ట్రయింగ్ విత్ బాయ్స్, రైట్? ఇట్ క్యాన్ బీ సంథింగ్కి వేర్ ఐఎమ్ మనందరికీ జోక్స్ ఎట్లుంటాయి, ఫర్ సమ్ పీపుల్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఇట్లా పగలబడి నవ్వడం, నువ్వు ఒక లైక్ శేఖర్ భాష ఏదైతే జోక్స్ చెప్తాడో లైక్ అలాంటి భరించలేని జోక్స్ చెప్పడం కానీ అలాంటివి ఉంటాయి. కొంతమందికి ఇట్ క్యాన్ బి లైక్ ఫ్లర్టింగ్ కూడా ఫ్రెండ్షిప్లో వర్క్. Flirting is also a friendship kind of a thing. So just because she says few things, that doesn't mean like she wants Prithvi or she wants to look. Obviously అదొక బడ్డీ ఉంది, వాళ్ళిద్దరు కనెక్ట్ అవ్వాలి కాబట్టి maybe she is trying to flirt with him, and obviously it's a chance. But just because we flirt with a person doesn't mean like we have intention for it. And ప్రతి పర్సన్కి అది డిఫరెంట్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ ఉంటుంది, బట్ దట్స్ నాట్ లైక్ షీఈస్ ఫ్లర్టింగ్ అండ్ షీ నీడ్స్ సంథింగ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ పృథ్వీ అన్నట్టు ఏమి ఉండదు. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ సపోజ్ సోనియా అనుకున్నాం, ఏమంటుంది, పెద్దోడు అంటుంది చిన్నోడు అంటుంది. మరి పెద్దోడు చిన్నోడు అన్నప్పుడు లైక్ వెన్ వీ ట్రీట్ దెమ్ లైక్ బ్రదర్స్, ఈ చేతులలో బ్యాండ్ పెట్టుకొని ఇలా అనడం వెరీ క్రింజ్ థింగ్ గైస్. ఆమె కంటి చూపులు కూడా లైక్ ఎట్లా అంటే అది కొంటె చూపులు చిలిపి చేష్టల్లాగా, హర్ ఐస్ నాకు ఎందుకు ఆమె కన్ను చూసినప్పుడు అంతా ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ థింగ్, అంటే ఏదో కొంచెం ఏదో జోన్కి తీసుకెళ్తున్నట్టు అనిపిస్తుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ బ్యాడ్. విష్ణుప్రియ ముఖం ముందు చెప్తుంది లైక్ మీరు కొంచెం టైం ఇవ్వండి, లైక్ ఎప్పుడు చూసినా కానీ పృథ్వీ ఇక్కడనే ఉంటాడు, లైక్ పృథ్వీ సోనియాతోటి మాట్లాడుతున్నా, నేను నీకు ఫ్రీడమ్ ఇస్తున్నాను అందరితో మాట్లాడడం అనడం ఆమె ఓపెన్ చెప్పేస్తుంది కదా అందరి ముందు. బట్ సోనియా ఈజ్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. సోనియా ఈజ్ సేయింగ్ సంథింగ్ బట్ షీ యాక్ట్ సంథింగ్ డిఫరెంట్. అండ్ సోనియా హ్యాస్ ఎ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్, ఐల్ టెల్ యూ హౌ. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ మీరు వాళ్ళు వేసుకున్న బ్యాడ్జ్ లైక్ అది వేసుకుంటే లైక్ ఆ బెల్ట్ వేసుకుంటారు కదా మనము, ఏమంటారు బెంటా బ్యాటరీగా మైక్ ధరించండి అని అంటారు కదా. మీరు సోనియా వచ్చినప్పుడు సోనియా బ్యాచ్ చూడండి, పైన వై కింద ఎస్ ఉంటుంది. వైఎస్ యష్, హిజ్ బిజినెస్ పార్ట్నర్, హర్ బిజినెస్ పార్ట్నర్. ఆమె కొన్ని ఇంటర్వ్యూస్లో కూడా చెప్పింది, ఆయన నా బిజినెస్ పార్ట్నర్, నన్ను చాలా హెల్ప్ చేసిండు అని. అంటే ఒక ఇంటర్వ్యూయర్ అడుగుతారు మరి బిజినెస్ పార్ట్నర్ లైఫ్ పార్ట్నర్ అయ్యే ఛాన్స్ ఉందా అంటే షీ సేస్ లైక్ అని అంటది. యష్ ఈజ్ సోనియాస్ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్. షీ హ్యాస్ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే జస్ట్ షో కోసం రన్ చేస్తుంది, విచ్ ఐ హేట్ ఫ్రమ్ నిఖిల్, విచ్ ఐ హేట్ ఫ్రమ్ పృథ్వీ ఆల్సో. అండ్ మేబీ వాళ్ళిద్దరు కూడా కంఫర్టబుల్ ఉన్నారు ఆమెతోటి. ఎందుకంటే అరే ఈమెతోటి మనం మంచిగా ఉంటే ఈమె ఊకే నెత్తి నొప్పి చేయదు మనకి ప్రతి చిన్న మనం చేసే ప్రతి చిన్న దాంట్లో ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అయితే తీయదు అన్నట్టు ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉండొచ్చు వాళ్ళిద్దరి మధ్యలో. బట్ దట్స్ వెరీ బ్యాడ్. అండ్ నాకైతే ఎప్పుడు అనిపించలేదు లైక్ విష్ణుప్రియ హ్యాస్ సమ్ స్ట్రాంగ్ ఫీలింగ్స్ అని, బికాస్ షీ బిహేవ్స్ ద సేమ్ విత్ నిఖిల్, షీ బిహేవ్స్ ద సేమ్ విత్ పృథ్వీ ఆల్సో. అండ్ ప్రతి ఒక్కరి వే కొంచెం డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటుంది. యాజ్ మచ్ యాజ్ ఐ సీ విష్ణుప్రియ, ఆమె పర్సనాలిటీయే అంతా లైక్ కొంచెం ఫ్లర్టింగ్ టైప్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్, రైట్? సో ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ దేర్ ఇస్ ఎనీ సచ్ థింగ్. బట్ లైక్ సోనియా లాంటి వాళ్ళు లోపల ఒకటి బయట ఒకటి పెట్టుకొని ఎట్లా చేసేవాళ్ళు, ఐ కెనాట్ స్టాండ్ దెమ్. ఈవెన్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఫ్లర్టింగ్ మనం కొంచెం ఫన్గా తీసుకోవచ్చు, మనందరికీ తెలుసు దట్ ఇట్ డజంట్ వర్క్అవుట్ ఆర్ ద ఇంటెన్షన్ ఈస్ నాట్ లైక్ దట్. బట్ యాజ్ లాంగ్ యాజ్ ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఫన్, ఇట్స్ ఫైన్ అంటాం. కాకపోతే సోనియా ఇస్ లైక్ సంథింగ్ ఎల్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్. అదొకటి ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఐ స్టిల్ గివ్ పాయింట్ టు విష్ణుప్రియ దాన్ని ఆన్ దట్. ఓకే, no problem. Infant Roshia, please do subscribe. We'll have more such Big Boss talks, and I'm happy to have someone who talks about Big Boss here. So yes, thank you. And what about Abhijit? Abhijit, yes, Abhijit, I like the person he is. I'll tell you why. Okay, he's that classy, educated, అంటే మేబీ బికాస్ he's like ఒక మెచ్యూర్డ్ పర్సన్ లాగా ఉంటారు. I'll tell you an example. అభిజిత్ తోటి ఈ పర్సన్ ఉండే అఖిల్ అమ్మో వామ్మో, అఖిల్ అబ్బా, అఖిల్ మోనల్ సోహెల్, ఓ మై గాడ్ అనుకున్నాను. నాకైతే చిరాకు వచ్చింది తెలుసా వీళ్ళు ముగ్గురిని చూడటం. మోనల్ కూడా ఒక పాయింట్, సోనల్ అంటున్నా, సోనియా వచ్చి మోనల్ని సోనల్ చేసిన. ఓకే, ఒక పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైంకి ఈవెన్ నాకు మోనల్ అంటే కూడా నాకు హేట్రెడ్ వచ్చేసింది. అంటే ఏదో ఒక యాంగిల్ నడిపియాలి కాబట్టి అటు అభిజిత్ తోటి ఇటు అఖిల్ తోటి కొంచెం ట్రై చేయడానికి ట్రై చేసింది. బట్ అభిజిత్ ఈజ్ వెరీ మచ్ మెచ్యూర్డ్ అండ్ హీ నో ఇట్. బట్ అభిజిత్లో నాకు నచ్చిన క్వాలిటీస్ ఏంటంటే ద వే హౌ హీ క్యారీడ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్. ఓకే, ద వే హౌ హీ వాజ్ అప్రిషియేటివ్ టు ఆర్యానా. మీరు ఒకవేళ లాస్ట్ టాప్ 5లో లాస్ట్ ఎలిమినేషన్స్ ఎపిసోడ్ మీరు చూస్తే బిగ్ బాస్ అంటారు దిస్ ఇస్ ద లాస్ట్ ఎలిమినేషన్ దట్ యూర్ గోయింగ్ టు హ్యావ్ ఇన్ దిస్ హౌస్ అన్నప్పుడు ఆర్యానా జస్ట్ ఆయన ఫేస్ చూస్తుంది, ఆయన వచ్చి లైక్ షీ గోస్ అండ్ హీ గివ్స్ హర్ హగ్. సో ఆర్యానా ఎందుకు వెళ్తుంది, లైక్ హీఈస్ ద మెచ్యూర్డ్ పర్సన్ ఇన్ ద హౌస్ అండ్ హీ నోస్ ది ఎమోషన్స్ కాబట్టి. అండ్ అభిజిత్ అట్లుండే, కాకపోతే బయటికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత లైక్ హారికని సిస్టర్ అనడం నాకు అది కూడా నచ్చలేదు. బట్ ఫర్ ద టైమ్ దట్ ఈజ్ ఇన్ హౌస్ లైక్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ వాంట్స్ దట్ యాంగిల్ టు బి ప్లేడ్ కాబట్టి, ఎవ్రీ వన్ ప్లేస్ గేమ్ కాబట్టి. బట్ దెన్ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ లైక్ అక్కడ ఉన్న మెన్ కంటెస్టెంట్స్లో అభిజిత్ వాజ్ మచ్ మోర్ సార్టెడ్, చిల్లాక్స్ గైలాగా ఉండే. సో ఐ లైక్ అభిజిత్ దట్ వే ఫర్ క్యారింగ్ హిమ్సెల్ఫ్ the way how he could. And a calm and assorted kind of personality is something that impresses. Okay, that's one thing. Akka, who will be this wildcard entry if could happen, you have, if couldn't happen you have option. Akka, who will this wildcard entry if couldn't happen you have option. అర్థం కాలే. సో ఐ థింక్ వైల్డ్ కార్డ్ ఎంట్రీ క్యాన్ బీ, నేను వింటుంది ఏమంటే లైక్ ప్రీవియస్ సీజన్స్ నుంచి ఐఎమ్ ఆల్సో హియరింగ్ అబౌట్ ప్రియాంక అండ్ కొత్త ఎంట్రీ ఎవరన్నా వస్తే రితు చౌదరి అని. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ షూర్ గైస్. వీళ్ళందరూ ఈ బిగ్ బాస్, ఆదిరెడ్డి, గీతు రాయల్ వీళ్ళన్నీ చెప్పేటివన్నీ వాళ్ళు ఎవరెవరో పేర్లు చెప్పారు. లైక్ ఏంది కయ్యూమని, తేజస్విని అని, ఇంకా ఎవరు అంజలి అని, వీళ్ళు వాళ్ళు. బట్ ఇక్కడ చూస్తే మొత్తం ఆపోజిటే ఉన్నారు. సో అక్కడ వచ్చేంత వరకు మనకు తెలియదు, అక్కడ వచ్చిన తర్వాత వాళ్ళు ఎలా ఆడుతున్నారు అన్న దాన్ని బట్టి మనము వీ కెన్ లైక్ ఆర్ వీ కెన్ అన్లైక్ సమ్వన్. సో ఐ థింక్ ద పర్సన్ హూ విల్ కమ్ ఈజ్ లైక్ వాళ్ళ దాన్ని బట్టి పోతే, నేను అప్పుడెప్పుడో చూసిన వీడియోస్ని బట్టి పోతే రితు చౌదరి అనుకుంటున్నా. బట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ షూర్. బట్ కొన్ని వీడియోస్ అయితే ప్రియాంక అని కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. సో విల్ హ్యావ్ టు వెయిట్ అండ్ విల్ వాచ్ అండ్ విల్ సీ. అభిజిత్ చెప్పేసిన. హాయ్ వంశీ, hope you're doing good. My name is Madhu Vamshi. How are you? By the way, guys, I think we spoke so much. I see there are a lot of people watching me here. So I am Madhu. I work as a technical team lead in one of the MNCs, and YouTube is my passion for the love of my mom. So I do videos onto education, job opportunities, career related growth, personal development, well-being, mental health, and much more. And this channel also initiates kind of good giveaways in terms of education and all of that. So if this context or the thing has interested you, please do consider subscribing to the channel. And I think that would be the least that I would ask you. Or share this channel to someone whom you think can help in terms of at least giveaways or edtech content. So yeah, thank you for watching me. Hope you are having a good day and good time. ఇంకేంటి వాట్ ఎల్స్ గైస్, వాట్ ఎల్స్? ఒక్క నిమిషం. Please do consider subscribing guys if you haven't already, and that would help me a lot. So I will read few more comments before we jump off. I'm just seeing if there are any more comments here. I think we are doing live stream for almost like how many hours now? For 2 hours. 2 hours non-stop talking, and some awesome conversations. I am unable to see the polls. Okay, I am able to read this. Manikanta says friendship is friendship, but I raise point which I don't like. Okay, I think where did I stop? I stopped at sister, you missed my one question about NASA. This is something that I read. I'm asking. Okay, in cricket, so I already answered Nani. It's gonna be like MSD. And I don't know, for some reasons it's not showing up. 1 minute guys, let me just refresh this tab. Okay, yeah, Manikanta says friendship is friendship, but I raise point which I don't like even in friend relation, but Yashmi feels it's a cut up or breaks option take. It happens guys, sometimes you have to understand like friendship is friendship, game is game, like pekate tammude atla. So Yashmi feels it that way, like there are some people who make point of every single thing. So Yashmi should have take it in a sportive way, because Big Boss is all about that, right? You cannot stake your relationships just for the game ki నేను నిన్ను నామినేట్ చేయను, నన్ను నామినేట్ చేయకు, మనం ఇద్దరం ఫ్రెండ్స్ అంటే అది గేమ్ కాదు కదా. సో ఐ లైక్ Manikanta's opinion there, and I am Yashmi should have taken it a bit more sportive that way. Okay, that's my answer. Today I heard funny conversation with my friend circle about Big Boss. There are no difference between psycho killers and Big Boss watchers. Oh no guys, it's not like that, but but it's funny one. Okay, good. Sister, use Nightbot in your chat to welcome new people who comes to live. Yeah, I have to use guys. I'm doing it on mobile, you know. So tomorrow I tried with this streamers bot also, but I'll use it. Yes, I'll do that. Akka, please clarify if love content sustain more days, Akka, or more weeks if anything happened. Akka, please give clarity if love content sustain more days, Akka, or more weeks if anything happened. See, like it all depends on people. Let's say I like Vishnupriya and any other person's connection. Let's take an example of Nikhil or Prithvi. So I want to see more of them, so that's how I'll be able to save that pair. Same things, let's say if Sita and Nikhil are pairing nicely and all of that, then I will give that, then I want them to be staying in the house for more time so that I can see more of them. So it works that way, but it doesn't work every time like that. Like If you're being like irritating kind of Sonia kind of a relationship, you just want to break them up. If it's like cute and fruitful kind of a thing, then you want to save them. So it all depends on, apart from their relationships, how much strength they are showing. Like if you like Big Boss, no, I'll tell you guys to watch Big Boss Kannada season. Kannada, no, Tamil season, I say. There is one friendship between Maya and Purnima. Just look at Maya, the personality what she shows, and how their people respect each other in Tamil season. I think Telugu has to learn a bit lot. This season is not interesting, guys. Even I wanted to do lot of reviews, lot of videos in competition with Adi, uh, like Adi Reddy and Geetu Royal, but in season itself is not interesting. What would I speak so much about people? So that's my clarity. Hi Varun, how are you guys? If you guys haven't subscribed to the chat yet, please do consider subscribing, and just stay connected for everything. Sister, drink some water. You are speaking continuously. Yeah? My voice has gone, but I am habituated to speak so much. But it's been a long time since I haven't spoke like this for long hours. So that's where it is. I'll drink. Have a valuable life, a useful life, a knowledgeable life. Thank you so much, Aditya. And we'll have more such lives also. Like let's do some clubbed lives together. Also, sister, you watch Tamil Big Boss also? Wow, I didn't expect. Yes, I watch it, and I like this pair of Maya and Purnima. Oh, cutie Maya. So I watch. I don't know Tamil, but I try to watch it, and sometimes it's the emotion. Language is nothing when you try to understand it, right? So like that I watch it. And at least Naxar warned uncomfortable with Nikhil and Prithvi. She will destroy Game of Thrones. So much irritating. Yeah, just because of Sonia, I stopped watching live, guys. Else, even when I was getting ready to office or cooking my breakfast, also I would carry my laptop, place it there, and I would listen. But once Sonia would speak that from then I stopped watching Big Boss live. I watch sometimes, but అంత ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఏం చూడట్లే నేను. లైక్ నాకు నేను అదే చెప్పిన ఫస్ట్ సీజన్ అప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ వీక్ అప్పుడు నాకు సార్ వచ్చినప్పుడు అడల్ట్రేటెడ్ దగ్గర తిడతాడేమో అనుకున్నాను నేను. కాకపోతే సోనియాని ఏం తిట్టలేదు. ఇన్ఫాక్ట్ విష్ణుప్రియ కన్నా నాకు అనిపించింది అక్కడ, నాకు కోపం వచ్చింది. నాకు సార్ వైఈసీ నాట్ టేకింగ్ స్టాండ్ అని. నెక్స్ట్ వీక్లో ఆమెకి క్లాస్ ఇస్తాడు కదా, అక్కడ ఐ ఫెల్ట్ లైక్ ఫైన్, ఓకే సరేలే వచ్చింది. బట్ చాలా తక్కువ, అది ఇంకెక్కువ తిట్టాల్సింది. తక్కువనే తిట్టిండు, బట్ స్టిల్ ఓకేలే ఏదో ఒకటి. కానీ అదంతా పక్కన పెడితే ఆమె ఒక గేమ్లో వచ్చి కింద పడుతుంది చూడు, ఎవరు తిట్టాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు, అవి పడ్డది కదా చాలా అనిపించింది నాకు. ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ క్వశ్చన్. పాజిటివ్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ సోనియా బికాస్ దేర్ విల్ బి అ పాజిటివ్ పాయింట్ ఇన్ నెగిటివ్ పర్సన్. టూ మచ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ గైస్. ఓకే, పాజిటివ్. ఈ అక్క గురించి పాజిటివ్ పాయింట్ ఏముంది? అక్క పాజిటివ్ పాయింట్ అంటే ఇంకా నేను దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఓన్లీ ఆన్సర్ విచ్ ఐ డోంట్ థింక్ ఐల్ ఆన్సర్ వేస్. బట్ వెయిట్, లెట్ మీ థింక్. ఓకే, గివ్ మీ 2 minutes, ఐల్ థింక్ ఫర్ దిస్. We spoke about politics, we spoke about LGBTQ, we spoke about too many things in this life, and you're asking me about one good quality in Sonia, and I'm just thinking, guys, I haven't thought about anything this much as I'm thinking now. My brain is not braining for giving that one good quality in Sonia. ఏముంటుందిరా రాయన సరే. వన్ గుడ్ క్వాలిటీ ఏంటంటే చెప్పేది తప్పులైనా కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా చెప్పడం, చెప్పేది బక్వాజ్ అయినా మస్తు కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా చెప్పడం. ఎట్లా అంటే ఇట్లా వర్డ్ టు వర్డ్, హిట్ ఇచ్చేసి చెప్పడం. దట్స్ లైక్ వన్ బెస్ట్ క్వాలిటీ అనుకున్నాను. చెప్పేసిన అదే ఆమె పాజిటివ్ పాయింట్. ఓకే, బక్వాజ్ చెప్పినా కానీ నేనే చెప్తున్నా, నా పాయింటే కరెక్ట్ అని చెప్తుంది. అదే తప్పు చెప్తున్నా సరే మంచిగా మనం అక్కడితో చెప్తాం అన్నట్టు చెప్తుంది ఆమె. దట్స్ ద పాజిటివ్ థింగ్. అండ్ ఐ థింక్ యూ లవ్ బిగ్ బాస్ సిస్టర్. ఐ సే యూ షుడ్ నాట్ గెట్ అడిక్టెడ్. మై స్మాల్ నో, ఐ డోంట్. There's a reason why I watch Big Boss, guys, because That was the first reality show what I saw with my mom. And last time also, in season 7 వచ్చే టైంకి my mom said like, Big Boss is gonna start, and remote is gonna be in my hand. You guys are not going to talk a word when Big Boss is playing and all of that. So that was the last uh, season, or that was the last thing in the TV that we have discussed. So that is where I feel like watching or discussing with you guys, or letting you know about something in Big Boss, uh, is my way of talking with my mom, is something that I relate that way. So that's where I watch it. Else, that's one thing. I'm emotionally attached to some concepts. So Big Boss is one such thing on TV. Akka, this week eviction, so much interested. Akka, I think unfair eviction is there. Yes, very unfair. But then housemates, నేను అది అవ్వకముందుకే నేను చెప్పిన లైక్ ఇదే ఒక బుల్షిట్ రీజన్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు వాళ్ళకి, ఇది అది అది ఇది అని. బట్ ఆదిత్య ఓమ్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ ఎలిమినేటెడ్. బట్ మంచి వాళ్ళకి మంచి రోజులు ఉండవురా, దట్ ఇస్ ద థింగ్. అక్క, దిస్ వీక్ సిస్టర్ యువర్ వాయిస్ గెటింగ్ లిటిల్ బిట్ చేంజ్, ఫ్లక్చువేటింగ్, ప్లీజ్ డ్రింక్ సమ్ వాటర్. Drink some water, or let's just go back home. Let's just go back home అంటున్నా. Let's just sleep off. My water bottle is there now. I have to get it. I'll get it later. You guys tell me what else do we have, or let's just end live. Let's catch up tomorrow. What's the time? Time is 1:30. Akka, who will be evicted? Your opinion genuinely. I think I'm not sure, but ఏమోరా, నన్ను అడిగితే ఫ్రాంక్ చెప్తే సోనియా ఎలిమినేట్ కావాలి. కానీ జనాలు ఉన్నారే, జనాలు బిగ్ బాస్ లాగా చూడరే. సీత ఎలిమినేట్ అవుతుందేమో, సీతను పృథ్వీనో అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఐ థింక్. ఎందుకంటే జనాలకి ఎప్పుడైనా సరే మసాలా కావాలి. దే డోంట్ లైక్ ప్లెయిన్ థింగ్స్, దే డోంట్ లైక్ గుడ్ థింగ్స్, దే డోంట్ లైక్ హెల్దీ థింగ్స్. సో ఇన్ దట్ వే ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ సీత ఆర్ పృథ్వీ. అంతేనా? ఆదిత్య ఎట్లాగో లేడు, లేకపోతే ఆదిత్యనే పోతుండే. సో సీత ఆర్ పృథ్వీ. నాకు తెలిసి సీత అనుకుంటా. బట్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ షూర్. లైక్ సోనియా వెళ్ళాలి, సోనియా పంపించేయండి బిగ్ బాస్. ఏంది బిగ్ బాస్ మీరు? సోనియా అనుకుంటున్నా. యా అక్క, విల్ క్యాచ్ అప్ టుమారో. స్లీప్ వెల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ, ఏ లవబుల్ కన్వర్జేషన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఆదిత్యన్. సేమ్ హియర్. చలో, నౌ యూ గైస్ ఆల్సో స్లీప్. ఓకే, రెస్ట్ బ్యాక్, and we'll just catch up at the same time tomorrow. Till then, I'll see you guys. Have a tight sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Good night. And please do consider subscribing if you haven't already, and turn on your notifications so that you can watch me live. Chalo, bye for today. And it was such a lovely conversation with all of you guys. Thank you for adding so much value to this conversation, because if you guys are not so interactive or bring in topics, I wouldn't have discussed this much. So thanks a lot, and lots of love to each one of you. I'll see you guys. Bye. Good night.